me ask you a question. You ever won that one? All right, we know that was have you ever even competed for one of these?
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. We are back. We are back live, and we finally have our internet loaded for the first time this week. Thank God. And it's perfect timing because it's now time for the previews. It's Chelsea versus Liverpool. It is the last. Apparently, I'm on the wrong mic. Perfect start.
Yeah, your mic ain't connected. I was about to say.
There we go. There we go. Back live in the building, people. Big up to the community. Big up to the chat. Big up to Booty Judge Mo for the raid as well. Just seen that from a couple minutes back. So big up to all you guys. And it is time. The big preview. Chelsea versus Liverpool. And I can't lie, I feel like the timing's got a little bit better than I envisioned a few weeks ago. Because going into this at the start of the week, I was like, get this game out of the way. Get this week out of the way. Just leave with something and I can't be fucked. Now, it seems like we're both kind of with similar energy, which I like because it gives me a little bit of renewed optimism. It gives me an extra bag of hopium, which I needed for the weekend. But we've got plenty more to go into. We've got to talk all things Liverpool, all things Chelsea. There's going to be a few more guys rolling in Liverpool and Chelsea as the stream goes on. So you guys know what to do. Hit the like, sub to Sam. Tom and Paul's Twitters are going to be down in the description below as well. And yeah, big up everyone. Rob, it's the first time we've had you on the channel, man. Great to have you on. I hope everything's well. I hope you've had a good week, mate.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, man. The pleasure. Yeah, it's perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're trying to play Liverpool, and can't wait to talk about the game with these guys. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Damn right, man. Tom Little as well. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you back on. I hope everything's well.
It was going brilliantly up until the last week, when my team decided to stop scoring goals. So everything else is brilliant, but yeah, less said about us this past week, the better.
Yeah, same for us with the last couple of weeks. Hassan, also welcome back, brother. Hope everything's well. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend.
No, I'm not looking forward to the weekend, but all is well. You get me. Big up everyone locked in. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing. Lewis reached out to me for this preview, and Lewis, he knows this already. I said this to his face and behind his back. He's the realest person on YouTube. You get me, and I always will make time for Lewis. So big up to all this community as well. You bunch of frauds. Like and subscribe. You get me. No one cares that you're world champs. There is no correct time to play Liverpool Football Club. Don't ever disrespect our legacy. Mr. Robert, you get me? He wants to get cooked already. Don't disrespect Liverpool legacy like that. Talk about the correct time. There is no correct time. You get me? You're going to get your ass handed over to you this Saturday. But I don't look forward to the game.
Wait. That's contradictory.
There's 4 people on this channel and no one's looking forward to the game. I don't think any of us want to play the game on Saturday.
I said there's not a right time to play Liverpool and then said it's not the best time.
Yeah, but here's the thing, innit? Chile and Achimpong. So you get me. That's all I have to say. So I have to be confident.
But you got to get to Badiashile and Achimpong. And I was going to ask you about that because, like, I've been seeing a lot of Liverpool fans talking about how you're not really as good progressively as you used to be last season. The chance creations are starting to die down a little bit. And yeah, I'm worried about our back line. Let me not even pretend. Yeah, Badiashile had a nice game against who did we fucking play? Benfica. But when you have a game of that level where you're literally dominating possession, you're dominating on the ball, I kind of expect it to a point. Like Saturday's going to be the real test. But now it seems like you guys are having problems getting the ball to that final third. And that means you got to get through our midfield. And from the looks of it, your midfield ain't really like the same beast that it used to be last season. Mac 10 is in horrid form. Wirtz, we already know the situation with him, which we are going to get into today. Don't worry about that. Gravy Boat's doing his thing. Shout out Gravenberg. I ain't going to say nothing about that. But the other two, You want to bring that to the bridge against Caicedo, Lavia, Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez? I'm interested, but to the Liverpool fans, and Tom
Not
first.
Enzo. Oh God, not Enzo.
Don't say that. He bagged last time we played you. I wouldn't speak too soon.
Fucking hell.
Man's missed
I
the
don't
box.
even remember the last time we played. I think we wheeled out Wataru and no one Harvey Elliott for the first starts of the Premier League season last time we played.
All I know is we beat the Premier League champions. Everyone's doing the whole like, oh, are we United world champions now? They beat Chelsea. Are we Premier League champs because we beat Liverpool? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just follow the shamelessness. But as we were saying, what's going on with Liverpool? Because there's a little bit of trouble in paradise right now. I didn't expect this to be the sort of vibe going into the game, but we keep saying Liverpool keep getting away with it. They haven't been so recently. So what's been going wrong? Tom, I'll start with you.
We just are struggling with the transition of fitting 6 new players into a squad, which is having an impact on the entire setup. We're struggling to get the ball up the pitch because our left back and right back aren't good on the ball in deep areas, but we insist on giving them the ball in deep areas. The only midfielder that we've got, or the only 2 midfielders we've got that can progressively pass, one of them I'd rather not have on the pitch because he's that out of form at the minute. And the other one, whilst he does progressively pass, and whilst he's probably our best option for this game, there is points where he just decides he wants to hold onto the ball for 20 seconds when we don't need him to. So we have a real problem getting the ball up the pitch at the minute, which is then resulting in other players having to drag themselves all the way out of position to come and get the ball in positions that fucking Fabinho would have got the ball in. And then we wonder why he's not, having the impact that we want in the final third, because you've got to run 30 yards with the ball at his feet to get into the position that you want to have an impact in. Which then also means that, the 130 million quid striker that we bought gets 2 touches a game because we just can't get on the ball. On the left, our best left wing your guess is as good as mine. And on the right, there's an insistence that we try and push Mohamed Salah, who had one of the greatest seasons in Premier League history of all time last season, as a winger who got to drive in. There's now an insistence on putting him central to match up with centre-backs, and then wonder why he's not having the same impact as last season. So a lot of what we're doing just don't make much sense in terms of the adaptation and the transition. And it's impacted the way that we're playing, and it's impacted the quality performance that we're given. And I don't even know how many games we played this season, like 8 or 9. Out 7 of those 9 games, we managed to drag ourselves through. The last 2 we've not been able to, and now that's where the questions are really getting asked now without the safety blanket of, we got the 3 points anyway to fall back on. So a lot of questions about how we're playing at the minute and how we're fitting some of these players in, whether he's going to stick with it and try and power through it or revert back to type and drop a lot of these signings for the guys that were here last season.
Yo, Alexis, if you're about jumping, I'll send you a link as well. But from the sound,
why the fuck have you sent me that? Why did you? I just looked at the thumbnail. Why did you use that face of me in the thumbnail, huh?
Bro, all my thumbnail photos of you are just a face. There's barely anything I can do with it from a thumbnail.
Why didn't you just ask me? I'll send you a picture. There is no way you put my face of me just shouting.
It was either that or just just literally your face just plastered somewhere, and it just looks so out of shape. But we'll sort that for future. But sounds like a bit of a slot problem. So
yes, there is a slot problem
with this.
Yes, there is 100%. We have to find a solution because there is no way Salah, Wirtz, Isak are on the pitch at the same time and we can't create a chance. I think that's literally a crime against football. We looked better with Dominic Szoboszlai playing in the 10, who was mocked basically for the whole season last year. So, it just makes no sense. So that's why we have to fix the issue that we have right now. And there's a lot for us to fix as well. Like, you speak about us getting through your midfield. I think that we have to, first of all, drop a midfielder in order to fix the way that we play. Someone needs to be dropped, whether it be Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberg, Curtis Jones, whatever it is. We need to find a combination of 2 that works. No, I don't think Wirtz to be dropped. The reason why Wirtz shouldn't be dropped is I need his GA from now to the end of the year to have a successful season. So I need him to start to perform, and hopefully he starts performing this Saturday. But I think we need to find something that works, because right now it ain't working. Galatasaray were closer to scoring the second than us scoring the first. People were saying Isak had 4 touches. Great, Isak had 4 touches. Tell me why Isak had 4 touches. Tell me why Isak didn't get the football. Tell me why we couldn't get the ball to him. That's the bigger problem. The issue isn't Isak having 4 touches. The issue is why he had 4 touches. That's the bigger problem. That's the bigger conversation here, because we need to be able to put him in a position to miss the chances that Nunes missed. We aren't even putting Isak in a position where he can miss the chances that Nunes missed. Like, you guys are not coming here going like, oh my God, did you see Isak miss 3 1-on-1s? Haha, he's shit. Like, you ain't even saying any of that. All you're saying is, yeah, you ain't even saying anything. Like, you aren't even seeing him miss a chance or anything. Against Crystal Palace, and this is something I mentioned before, I say it again, he had to go all the way to the left-hand side, play 3-1-2s just to create a chance for himself. That is not a good way to start off your £120 million striker, who we all know is a marksman and a clinical player. So we need to go back to stuff that works. I think we need to play Frimpong with Salah, because overlapping fullback with Salah makes the most sense. Best thing in my opinion. Kerkez, Robertson doesn't matter. They're both similar level right now, in my opinion. One of McAllister or Szoboszlai needs to be dropped for the game. We need to go to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. Even if you want to play Wirtz as an 8 maybe or something. And people are talking about Wirtz as like Wirtz's physicality being the problem. The problem is Wirtz, even in his pomp at Bayer Leverkusen, was never like a physical presence or something. Like the issue with Wirtz has never been his physical presence. If you wanted physicality, just keep Szoboszlai in the 10. So for me, it's never been about Wirtz's physical presence. It's about his playmaking, and we don't have enough of that right now. But look, Arne Slot has earned all of our trust, and that's why I'm giving him the chance 100% and my support to be able to fix this, to be able to change things around. And I hope he does fix it, because we have to fix it. It's as simple as that.
So let me redirect to Tom here, because I was watching quite a few contents around January time, and what you're explaining right now, it seems like you're missing a certain number 66 after all.
Oh no, he's a rat. I don't miss him for a single second.
You don't miss his passing. You just said you're giving a hard time progressing the ball from deep, and he was the master of that. He
was also a fucking liability who couldn't be arsed playing if there'd been a story about Real Madrid. So look, he had his use. A certain 66. He had his use.
It's funny you guys spent the whole 10 years telling us Trent can't defend and how bad Trent is. All of a sudden we missed Trent. Crazy.
You guys were all saying the same stuff about Trent. We were saying that.
Yeah, he and Frimpong are not that great defensively. I'm just talking about on the ball. On the ball.
At the end of the day,
you are missing that right now. That's what you're explaining. You are missing somebody.
You spent 10 years cooking him. Now we miss him. Crazy.
At the end of the day, with the Rats,
hey, 2 things can be true. We can cook him, and you can miss him.
No, that's not. 2 things can't be true, because you can't spend 10 years telling us how Trent can defend and Trent is this and Trent isn't better than this guy.
You guys spent 10 years telling us it don't matter because with creativity, and then
they're rattled because they know I'm speaking the truth. They're rattled. See, they're all rattled.
No, it's not rattled. Your narrative can be used the same way against you, because you guys spent 10 years saying it don't matter because he gives us all this creativity and everything, and then when he ratted you, it was just, oh, he's shit defensively anyway. You tried this against La Liga wingers. And
I never said that, me personally. I never said that personally. So I kept the same energy. By the way, who did I ask to start this Saturday? Frimpong. He ain't known for his defensive work. It's modern football. We have to get with the times. Yeah. The best managers in the world all have attacking fullbacks. That's the reality of the situation. Like, Madrid have attacking fullbacks. Barca have attacking fullbacks. Is Balde known for his defensive work? No, he's not. Is Frimpong known for his defensive work?
Carrying our attack all year. We get you.
Exactly. So now it's all about offensive fullback. So my logic is consistent from when Trent was here until he left. It's the same thing. You get me? You guys are the ones that are fraud.
General.
It's so interesting because I don't think you're right back the issue.
So
I think it's the imbalance in the midfield. It's the imbalance in the midfield. If they get that right, we're in trouble. If they don't get that right, we have a chance. I think it's as simple as that. Because the midfield at the moment, you're leaving Gravenberch doing too much.
There's a simple
Yeah,
solution.
Alexis, I
play
think you got a
Jones
bit of a
next
delay
or
as well, so try restart if you can.
You put Curtis Jones. You put Curtis Jones alongside Gravenberch, and then you put one of Bradley or Szoboszlai right back. What they do, they like to come inside, which then means you have 3 competent people who can pick up the ball, withstand a bit of pressure, and pass it forwards or drive forwards with the ball. The problem that we have at the minute is McAllister isn't fit enough or performing well enough to do that, so problem there. Milos Kerkez outright refuses to pass forwards. So you pass to Kerkez, it goes back to Van Dijk. You pass to Kerkez, it goes back to Van Dijk. We get nowhere. We just waste 3 seconds doing absolutely fuck all. And if you're playing Frimpong, he doesn't have the passing ability. He just has to run. We can't have too many runners. We need someone who can get on the ball and pass. Bradley can pass. He's not as good at it, but he can pass. Dominic Szoboszlai can pass. That's why he's probably been the best right back this season. He's been the one that has the most balance there. Curtis Jones, what Curtis Jones can do is he is smart enough tactically to drop into the back line and pick the ball up off the centre-backs, so we don't need to start progressing the ball through Konate, who can't pass. We need to... Curtis Jones was very good last year against us when we played at Anfield, but he was doing a different job last year where he had to man-mark Cole Palmer. I don't want him doing that this year, partly because Palmer didn't play him.
Yeah.
I need him to be the guy that's controlling our build-up from deep so we can actually bypass the press. We can't have our fullbacks being in that first line. I can't have my fullback receiving the ball in the first line. They need to be second line. They need to be the guys who we're passing to after we beat the press. After we beat the press, it needs to go to them players who can then use their physical capabilities, because what we have got is a lot of very quick, very energetic, very fast fullbacks who can, once they've got the ball in between the lines, turn and get us up the pitch that way. The problem is now we're trying to do it too deep, and teams understand our weaknesses or understand these players' weaknesses in those positions and are killing us with a press. It seems like a simple solution, and he was doing it last year. That's the part that gets me. After he won the league, he was doing it last year. Bradley and Robertson were no longer involved in build-up. They were sitting high up, and we were using the DMs to be like bounce passes to get it through to them after the first line of press. And we killed Arsenal for like 60 minutes doing it in like the one game that we tried. And he's just not doing it again this year. So I don't know where it's gone wrong, but that to me just seems like a very simple solution.
Now I hear that, but someone from that midfield ideally should be getting dropped out, and it seems like 2 of your most consistent starters are 2 that will likely be starting on the weekend in Wirtz and McAllister. So where does the change come from there?
Yeah,
for me, like even if you play
McAllister should not be starting.
Should not, I hear it, because from what I'm hearing, he's your worst performing player in the midfield this campaign, but he hasn't been dropped yet. And I don't see that change happening just before the international break.
You already know what Scott will do, though. He's very stubborn. He's going to play Szoboszlai right back and the 3 midfielders. Same thing. He's just going to run it back. I'll be honest with you.
You have 2 fit right backs, and he's going to play midfielder right back.
Yeah, I think he's going to play Szoboszlai right back. I fully believe it. I think he's going to go Szoboszlai right back and then Gravenberch and McAllister in the pivot. That he's just going to go. I know my manager. He's going to do this. We sit here and we say stuff. He's going to do it.
I think it might be Bradley just because Bradley didn't start on Tuesday.
That means nothing anymore. That means nothing anymore because Frimpong started 2 games in a row. 1 right wing, 1 right back. So that's the thing for me. So this is all on Slot to fix. He has all the ingredients in the world. He has to fix it. It's as simple as that. Like, you can't keep performing the way that you're performing. He has to fix the way that we play, and it's in his hands. You have all the 5-star ingredients. You have to cook up a tasty meal, or we know you're the problem. In previous seasons, I've called out FSG. I've called out Klopp even for loyalty, blah, blah, blah. This time, there is nothing to call out the owners for. There is nothing to call out the directors for. Like, we had an all-timer summer, probably one of the best, if not one of the best, but this is the best summer we've had in our life as a Liverpool fans in terms of spend, in terms of what we did, in terms of all the signings that we have made. So for me now, the eyes are all on Arnie, and he has to put in a style and system for us to play. It's as simple as that. And by the way, you put yourself in a position now, if you're Arnie Slot, where, look, You're the manager in our lifetime that has spent the most money, which is why Liverpool fans now are having that conversation. And I'm not saying anything like I'm not saying I'm slot out or anything. I just want my manager to coach. I just want him to be able to coach the style and the system that will put us in a position to succeed, which he hasn't done that so far.
You think he's been given a team balance enough to even be better than last season? Because I think
that's what Sam was saying. They've spent all that money, and all those players have gone into possibly the safest climate in the league as well. Like, people would run this argument with Chelsea, oh, you spent this much in this window and all of that. But that was a squad that we were rebuilding, ripping apart and starting again. And we also had that fraudulent prick in charge, Pochettino. There was so many different layers to what was going wrong with Chelsea at that time. Liverpool have put all this money in to buy improvements to a title-winning squad. They are already at a safe climate, and they don't even need to do too much to change the trajectory. They just have to positively impact their squad. And
I think you're kind of looking at it the wrong way, though, because in the end, like, you can say it's a safe environment in an essence, but like, you're replacing a good chunk of the squad. It's like both fullbacks, you got a winger, attackers, and a 10. You're changing a lot in the squad at that point. So it's like I always asked when this all came up, I always asked, where is the balance in it all? Right? Like, what does it look like for this team to be balanced? I asked this when they started getting all these signings. And all I was told is quality. The quality is there. All these guys have the quality. Hey, that's fine. But when I asked about balance, I asked about who's going to keep the width. Who's going to stretch the pitch? Diaz was both of those things, and now they don't have him anymore. You're putting Mo Salah out on the touchline is not effective. Like, just it's not going to be effective. Plain and simple. I still there's not many options for you to get in behind, keep the ball wide. If it's wide, you're talking about Frimpong, and yesterday I guess Frimpong didn't play that well. So it's like I just kept on asking questions, and I still don't really have answers to these questions. And I don't even think Liverpool fans really have the answer to the question. I'm just asking them in a general sense. But there really isn't a balance. There's just a lot of attacking players that have to be fit in, and it just doesn't really make sense yet, at least.
Yeah.
Because I do believe Slot will get it right. Yet is the real way of describing it for me.
But also, there are, in my opinion, they brought too many main men. If you know what I mean, like Salah has to be the main man, Wirtz has to be the main man, Isak has to be the main man as well. So for me to try and fit all those three guys together,
I think that's just a weak argument, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very weak argument. I'll tell you why it's not. I'll tell you why it's not a main man argument. Who in this Liverpool side can actually claim to be a Galactico? Think about it. Who's a true Galactico on this team? Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah. End of list. What has Isak done to be a Galactico? Win the Carabao Cup.
Price tag though?
That's not the point. But Galacticos are never built on price tag. Using that logic, Grealish is a Galactico. That's never what the point. Caicedo's not a Galactico. Enzo's not a Galactico. Galacticos, from the beginning, from when the word was invented 20 years ago, were players that have won it all, players that have done everything in the world of sport, that are proven winners. Figo was a Galactico because he was a Ballon d'Or winner, a La Liga winner. Zidane was a Galactico. R9 was a Galactico. Players in this current...
Here's where I disagree with you.
But here's the problem, though. Who made Gakpo Galactico? What did Gakpo do?
No. You're right.
Who made Kirk as a Galactico? What, being in team of the season? Who made Frimpong a Galactico? Wirtz's price tag is giving us expectations, but that doesn't make him a Galactico, because guess what? Wirtz has never won the Premier League or the Champions League. So he should be hungry, if anything.
He was a treble winner in Germany.
He was a treble winner.
He did not win the treble.
I guess the way that I don't really like this because there was not that many.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you Galactico, though.
But Hussam, I think the big thing with Galactico, because I agree with you in a sense, but the way that Galactico was looked back then and compared to what I think it is considered now, it's just standing in the world of football. Like where they are standing as a footballer in this climate at this current moment. And you can easily say that Wirtz and Isak in this climate of football are at the top. Were at the top of their game before they came.
Sure, but it's about the environment you walk into as well. There is they've walked into a club that has a player who had a Ballon d'Or level season last year. They can't reasonably sit there, walk in through the door, and then go, right, pass the ball to us now. We're getting the ball, not him. We're getting the ball. That's how it works.
That's kind of what the price tag says.
It's not Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale was not a Galactic when he first joined. Let me just say one thing. Let me just I literally went to go find the definition of it. The term itself carries both positive and negative connotations. Initially, it was used to emphasize the greatness of the superstar players being signed and the construction of world-class team. They break it down to the first Galactico era. Figo, Ballon d'Or winner. Zidane, Ballon d'Or winner. R9, Ballon d'Or winner and World Cup winner and won everything. Beckham, treble winner. Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or winner. Like every single example I'm mentioning here are players that were ready-made who have done everything before joining. Isak should be hungry because he has 0 prems and 0 champs. Wirtz should be hungry because he has 0 prems and 0 champs. All these players need to be hungry. The only players that I would accept have this Galactico mentality are Salah because he's done everything in football. Van Dijk done everything in football.
I get what you're saying.
The rest of them all have a point to prove. Who told Wirtz he's going to be the main man?
No, but the point I was making is when you bought them, the club where they come from, they were the ones that everything was evolving around. In Newcastle, everything was evolving around Isak. The way they attack, the way they defend was evolving around Isak. In Leverkusen, everything was evolving around Wirtz. Now, when they come here, when they come to Liverpool, it's an adjustment where, Salah is still expecting everything is going to revolve around me because I'm the Galactico, right? Wirtz to be effective, everything has to revolve around him. Isak to be effective, the way we saw him to be effective in Newcastle, everything has to revolve around him. Now, whether they can play everything is revolving around Salah, and we are just here to be the supporting cast or the supporting actors, I'm not sure how successful that can be. Because when we saw them at the Apex, it was when everything around the team was revolved around them. I mean, we haven't seen them when they have to.
You're Chelsea fans, though. You should understand. You should understand that when it comes down to success, a lot of these players put aside their egos and their "I need to be the main man" and put it together.
I agree.
Messi. Hello, biggest example.
I agree with you that it's not I'm a main man problem. Like I don't think it's that. Like I really.
You know what the problem is though, Joey? The problem is they're playing against a different quality of opposition in the sense that teams are parking the bus against Liverpool. There's a lot less space in the final third. And these players are being asked to do things they're not used to doing yet. And that's the problem. Wirtz is all of a sudden, the touch has to be extra crisp. The pass needs to be released a second quicker. There's no time. Someone's on him at all time. There's more attention. And all of that accumulates. It's the same problem that Chelsea. Mm-hmm. It's what Chelsea have all the time. You buy players, you put them in systems that don't suit them exactly how it was before. And now they're settling in and the criticism comes in, the confidence deteriorates. And then they look like a shadow of the player that they once were.
I 100% agree. They're coming into a system in an environment that's so different to what they were used to. And now the adjustment period is what we're seeing right now.
We saw it with Cucurella. Kirkheads is the prime example of it. Last year, everyone told me Kirkheads should come in and replace Cucurella. There were Chelsea fans saying that.
Yes.
Kirkheads now looks like he's a bum. Like in the last 10 games, Liverpool fans are questioning why they signed him. Frimpong was the best right wing back in the world. Now people are saying, oh, is he a right wing or a right back? Everyone's like, this is what happens when confidence deteriorates. You drop off 20%. Mm-hmm. Now it's, do you belong at Liverpool, in my opinion?
Yeah, someone in the chat the only one that's watching you than there was last season.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone in the chat just said, what about Ekitike? Ekitike
only one that stepped up.
Because Ekitike has physicality and Ekitike has played in the French league. Anyone here who watches the French league will tell you, sometimes I have the games on. Obviously, I'm not a fucking French league expert.
He didn't play,
but I have the games on in the background because it comes on being sports. Bro, that league is aggressive as fuck, like the French league. He's played for a lower division side in France and he's played for PSG. And he's a physical presence. Wirtz has never ever been known for his physicality, ever. No one has ever gone like, no, the reason why I want to sign Wirtz is his physical presence. We know that he is not strong physically, but he's there for creativity and playmaking. Now, if we want to talk about Galatasaray, I'll be honest with you. I think anyone who blames Wirtz in Galatasaray is a fraud, because Wirtz literally created the two dangerous chances, the only two dangerous chances we had. The ball in behind to Frimpong and Ekitike, that one, and the cross to Conor Bradley. So that's the issue now, is I just want to get him more on the ball. And for people who blame Salah was on the bench. We didn't look any better. So the thing is, it's like, look, you've got all these great ingredients. You now need to make a surf and turf. Okay, so the steak needs to be cooked perfectly, and the lobster needs to be cooked perfectly, and everything, like, it just needs to be, it needs to go well together, and it's not going well together. That's the problem. So that's why it's on the chef to fix it, who's Arne Slot. Well, I believe he will fix it, but something got to give here. Like, whether it be dropping a midfielder, whether it be changing the style, changing the system. People talk about club ball. I wish we played club ball. If we played club ball, by the way, this team would be like so much more dangerous, but we're not. We're laxy-daisy. We're molesting the ball for 5 hours before passing it. Konate, pick up Mike Dash in the chat. Konate and Van Dijk had 300 million passes versus Galatasaray. Oh my God, we had 70% possession. Great. Like 70% of it was Konate passing to Van Dijk. Oh my God, that's so difficult. The center-backs passing to each other with Osimhen not pressing them. That's why the manager to fix it, and I believe he will fix it, but something needs to change.
Can I ask
Also,
you something?
on the Ekitike point,
games...
just real quick. On the Ekitike point, just real quick. When we're talking about transition, the one position that hasn't changed its job is the striker. The striker still needs to do the same things it was doing last year. So that's the one position which has had the least transition. That's why it's been the position. Because even Isak, when he's played, has looked relatively deep. You can tell he's not fit, but you can see that he's getting in the areas that he wants to get into, and he's doing what he wants to do, hence why he scored a goal in like 100 minutes. So the striker is the one area which is doing relatively the same thing, which is why it's not had the same teething problems, is the fact that we're now playing with a 10, which we didn't do last year, or we're playing with fullbacks who now need to do very different jobs to what the fullbacks last year were doing because of skill sets, and that's affecting the rest of the team. The striker is the one thing that hasn't changed.
I think the fact of the matter is
a bit more joy with Ekitike out there.
You can't play the same way you played last year with the team that you have now, and that's the reality of it. That's just the reality of it at this point. Like
your fans won't tolerate it.
Yeah, and fans won't. Go for it.
There's almost like an expectancy when you have that level of talent that you're going to have more control in games and you're going to impose yourself, and it can't be as at moments counter attack, boom, boom, boom. It's one of those things. The more talent you have, the more the expectation is that it's going to be a more finished product. The food has to be better.
Yeah.
You can't expect it to like be as messy and just it'll do. That's why you're not happy. You're winning, but you're still not happy.
It's the reverse of Maresca. Maresca right now has been let down by the board, which I agree with, which is why you guys are calling out your transfer activities. It's the opposite for us. We cannot call out our transfer activities because we signed everything that we need and more. And more. If you came to us in May, me and Tom, and said, you're going to get Isak, Kerkez, and Frimpong, we probably just said yes at that moment in time for just these three. We actually went above and beyond, and we had an all-timer summer. So the chef has all the ingredients. The thing is, I have the trust in the chef. I know he will turn it around because there is no way he watches us and thinks this is acceptable. Like, he sees it even closer than we do. So he knows the stuff that he needs to do to change it. And I believe he will change it.
But you guys have seen all season that you're not really playing the best football. You're just getting results out of it. So has he really seen it? Or has he just let's just let the results go by? As long as we're still picking up results, it don't really matter to what level we dominate the pitch.
We've changed bits and pieces, but it's just taken time. It's taken periods of adaptation. I think this period that we've just been through, these two games, is probably a sort of sign that he needs to hurry up and he needs to implement more changes at once rather than the subtle ones he's trying to do to like not mess with the balance, because the balance is messed up because of the players. You're just gonna have to embrace that we need to make all the changes that we need to make right now and power through it and trust that some of these players are going to show the quality and get us through that adaptation period. Because right now we're like in a purgatory of we're kind of changing the system, but not really. And it's like little changes at once. And that means we're getting caught in middle ground, and we just need to commit to one or the other. You either go back to what happened last year and we have to stomach the fact that certain players aren't going to be starting for the time being, or you fully commit to what you're doing now, and we stomach the fact that for 2, 3, 4 games, I'm going to have to witness players not understanding what they got to do until they figure it out. I can't do what we got. I can't do what we got now, where we start trying to do the new things, and then second half we go back to what worked last season, so we can see elements of last season. And then we start coming back in games, and then we switch off and commit to one or the other. Not this middle ground that we got.
I get what the struggle offensively. What's been even more surprising is how much you're struggling defensively, even with Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate, and Grav. Kind of in that in the middle, kind of your spine there at the back. Why do you think you're struggling defensively so much?
I mean, because we kept the ball. When I was doing the Galatasaray watch along, I was counting it. I counted how long we kept the ball before we lost it, and the maximum I got to was 17 seconds. And almost at every single moment we lost the ball, it was a long ball from our defense. Because if you want me to describe our team right now, it's like Erik ten Hag's Man United second year, where it's just an emptiness in the midfield. No, it's true. It's emptiness in the midfield with no real connectivity. And I think we need to fix the connectivity issue. That's why McAllister is world class. That's why he's the best midfielder we had in our team even last season. Because when he plays like shit, it's almost like the whole team just doesn't fucking like. It's just the concoction is not there. And that's why I need this Saturday. It's either has to be McAllister or Curtis Jones. One of them needs to start. Someone who can pass the ball and advance it forward. And the other thing is, look, we talk about like the defensive and blah blah blah, like the way that we concede chances, etc. I think some of them are excusable. Like long throw goal that we conceded, you can improve that. Like the long throws we conceded against Newcastle. The Bournemouth ones, as an example, Slot made a mistake and fixed his own error. He played Endo right back, and then he fixed his own error, and immediately we regained control of the whole game. So I think some stuff is fixable. But Crystal Palace, for me, was the biggest slap in the face. Because that first half, we are so lucky to not be down 5-0 in one half. 5-0. Thank God we employ Alisson Becker. I would like to thank the Crystal Palace bar and post as well for stopping 2 goals, literally. Yeah. Because that could have been an humiliating result, in my opinion. It could have been 5-0 in the first half. Chiesa shouldn't have even been in a position to score. And once again, we talk about tactics. Slot employed a box midfield against a team with wing backs. So Munoz and Mitchell just basically abused the wing depth, and they just kept attacking us. And all it took, this is my problem with Liverpool right now. All it takes is one pass. All it takes is just one pass, lay off Mateta chance. One pass, lay off Sarr chance. One pass, lay off Munoz chance. And it's the same in Galatasaray. All it takes is just one long ball, maybe Osimhen lay off to someone, and they get in behind. And that's the part that we need to fix. We need to be able to fix the first ball, the second ball, and that donut hole in midfield needs to be fixed. Gravenberg gave an interview where he says Slot gave him a chance to move further forward. I don't want that. I want Gravenberg to play the role that he did last season, which is be in between those 2 center backs, giving us that further protection. I need McAllister to be able to advance the ball properly. I need Wirtz in a position where he can create. I want Wirtz to be in that 10 position where he can create something. So that's the problem that I have right now. I'm so sorry, but you can't have Mo, Wirtz, and Isak on the pitch at the same time, and you don't create a single chance where I go like, wow, the Galatasaray goalkeeper made an unbelievable save. I didn't say that once, by the way. Not once I didn't say that.
By the sound of things, you have exactly what we had under Pochettino. A lot of touches for the wrong players, and there's a hole in the midfield where one player has to do too much of the running. So Gravenberch is your Caicedo. So you're always giving up high XG chances. And the reality is, there's only one way of fixing it. You drop one of your attackers, and you put another midfielder next to help Gravenberch.
The irony is, I don't even think we've been horrendous defensively this year. I think that so many of our problems are self-inflicted. So many of them.
I agree.
I don't think teams are cutting us outside of Crystal Palace. I don't think teams are cutting us apart and exposing real systematic problems defensively. Our problems are set pieces. We're fucking wank at them. We seemingly can no longer defend set pieces. You have a good long throw. I feel like I'm in the blitz. I feel like it's World War II. I'm in the blitz. There's bombs dropping around. We're going to concede a goal. Or my players trying to pass give it to them. The reason we don't have Alisson is because Ibrahim Konate can't pass a football.
Same with
And
Ekatike.
Yeah, our players can't pass, so that means we get hit in transition. That's not a systematic problem. My manager's not sitting there going, right, guys, so what we're going to do, when we get the ball, I want you to give it to them in a position where we are so open that we can get counter-attacked. It's clearly some players simply can't do jobs that are being asked of them or aren't doing them well enough, even though they can do them. I don't think we're a liability. I think we've got bigger problems systematically, attacking-wise and defensively. I think defensively our issues are we've lost the ability to defend set pieces, and our players decide they want to shoot themselves in the foot 5 times a game. But luckily, the goalkeeper or Virgil van Dijk decide to bail them out 4 out of the 5 times. That's how I don't think teams are cutting us apart. And
Slot will have to prove, are you an Enrique or are you an Ancelotti? What I mean by that is, are you going to be the guy that's heavily reliant on individuals bailing you out, or are you going to be the guy that actually puts these individuals in a system to extract the best out of everyone? You know the reason why I was kind of like the whole main man argument. You look at that PSG side, right? You think Desiree Doué doesn't want to be the main man? Barcola doesn't want to be the main man? Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Vitinha, all these guys want to be the main man. All of them want to be the guy that creates the chance. But he put them in a position where they're all touching the ball. They're all creating. What happened to triangles? Like the most basic bitch move in football. Isak drop deep. Salah play to Isak. Frimpong on the overlap. Cut in, shooting opportunity. Like we don't even do the basic stuff in the front line, in my opinion. So I hope I trust in Slot to fix it, but he needs to basically start fixing it for this Saturday.
I didn't expect there to be this many eyes on Arnie Slot. So
I'll be honest, it's definitely a structural problem. Like Sam said, we're playing bagel ball right now. That's what I call it, bagel ball, because there's just nothing in the middle. That's just what it is. And
wait, they're us from 2 years ago.
Yeah, man, this is fully Poch. This is crazy.
You know, are us from 2 years ago.
The sad thing is that even though he's won the Premier League, because it wasn't with his team necessarily, now like eyes are on him and go, cool. Now that you've got your pieces of the puzzle, how are you gonna do? So it almost doesn't completely discount the Premier League, but there's more emphasis on what's going on now rather than dealing with the cards he's been dealt. He's now dealing with his own cards, and I've seen Slot make good substitutions. But I've also seen him undo his good substitutions. Like against Palace, yes, we got beaten up in the first half. He saw the mistake, brings on Gakpo, takes off Bradley, and at that point, for about half an hour in that game, we dominated Palace. Sobo went back to right back, stopped their left side because that was their break, that was their escape. Their breakout was through the left side. Tyreek Mitchell, Kamada, that's how they were getting down that side. Sobo locked that off. We had an outlet in Gakpo. All of a sudden, they didn't have enough players to be everywhere to stop Liverpool from dominating the game. We carved out about 3 chances for me that should have done better. Gakpo's chance, Verts' chance, of course, and Isak's chances arguably could have been a penalty. That's enough to get us back in the game. But he undoes that by putting Sobo back in midfield, which I don't mind. But you kind of brought Frimpong on to, and then he's very shaky.
He took Gravenberch out of midfield as well, which fucked us because we then had no one in the midfield who wanted to pick up the ball. And
he's taking Gravenberch off. Or he's putting him in centre back. So I think Konate came off and he put Grav centre back. And then all of a sudden, Palace looked real dangerous again. They went back to beating us up again for the last 80 minutes to, and also by the way, taking Isak off for me. I don't care if you are not deemed fully fit. He played 83 minutes and was looking better as time went on. If you can play 83 minutes, for me, you can play 90 minutes. It's 7 extra minutes. And yes, you can say, oh, well, if you lose Isak, you're going to say you should have taken him off. We're chasing the game. And at the moment, Arsenal are looking very good. And we need to do everything to keep the distance between the teams.
It makes sense when you're trying to win the game, so it's not that deep.
Yeah, you're trying to win the game. So for me, my eyes are on Arnie Slot right now because one pass, like Sam said, shouldn't be decimating our midfield. It was never like that last season. It was like that at times under Jurgen, but at least under Jurgen, you're seeing attacking patterns. You know what we're gonna do. You just can't stop it because you know that's never.
Nunes was the one missing the chances. That's the difference.
Yeah. You could say
we're not even putting Isak in a position where he can miss the Nunes chances.
This is what I'm saying. Like you're thinking, oh my gosh, Darwin, how are you missing that? But Darwin's getting chance after chance after chance. Diaz, chance after chance. Even Gakpo, chance after chance. 4 touches in 30 minutes for Isak is criminal. And Isak barely, like, I feel like we don't know how to utilize a striker. And also, everyone wants the ball to feet. We don't have any willing runners. Isak makes runs, but he's the only one. So we don't have any willing runners. And when everyone wants the ball to feet, you look like Arsenal Football Club. So, like, you know how before Gyökeres signed, everyone at Arsenal wants the ball to feet. Saka, ball to feet. Odegaard, ball to feet. You know, Marino, ball to feet.
Yeah, Martinelli's the only one there.
Yeah, and everyone knows what Martinelli is. When everyone wants the ball to feet, it looks like Arteta ball. And Lord, for the life of me, that can't be a thing. I've been entertained for like the last 15 years. I ain't seen football like that in time. So for me, as I said,
I know you lot bought elite attacking talent, but I think in my opinion, if you asked Slot, I think he would probably have just changed one, maybe an elite striker, and that's about it. Because I think your pressing from the front has suffered massively without Diaz. You know, Jota, God rest his soul. God rest his soul. He was also a great presser. Szoboszlai in the 10th, an elite presser. So in your front four, you only had one possible liability in Salah, who wasn't really.
He doesn't press as much because of his age. Yeah.
Yes. So now you have Gakpo. He can press, not as good as Diaz. You have Vert. Yeah, can you run and press? Yeah, sure you can. Not as good as Szoboszlai. In your attack, say what you want about Nunes. He was an elite presser, right? And then you have Isak. Yeah, he can press. Ekitike can press. They're good at it, but not as good as a.
It's not as in sync. The synchronization is the same.
And so that a lot of times last season, you were winning the ball high and creating chances right there in the final third. Now your press is not as good. They play through your press, and now your midfield is exposed. And your midfield
is exposed with so much resistance. Kind of reminds me of the season. It kind of reminds me of the season. Obviously, Tom, let me know, Hassan. Like, you know, when Nunes first signed, and like the whole cohesive, the whole cohesive, the front line looked so disjointed. I'm not saying it's going to be that or it looks as bad as that, but I see little similarities where our press was quite easy to play through at times, and I don't know. I think there's also concentration issues, like what Tom, you alluded to it, like. Ibrahim Konate's back passes, he's getting caught on the ball. There's no middle ground of Konate at the moment. He's either really good or really bad. We saw at least every one of our midfielders against Galatasaray lose the ball in our own half at least once. Szoboszlai's pass was the reason Ekitike got injured or cramp or whatever we suspect that is. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lapses, set pieces. There's so many lapses of concentration that I can't put that down to the manager in it. That's what I won't blame Sok for. The individual mistakes are at an all-time high. And for the life of me, I can't put my finger on why that is. McAllister is playing like he has an iron deficiency. And it just shows how important his job was to what we done. Because now that McAllister is arguably right now the worst midfielder on form in our team, you just see there's a lack of stability in the team. And there's no defensive, there's nothing in front of the back four. So I don't know.
Individual mistakes happen for a reason, though.
There's no connectivity between the attack and defense.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And not only that, individual mistakes happen when players don't know what they're doing before they receive the ball. Like the biggest difference between Poch and Maresca is not even the players. It's the players know when they get the ball under our system, how they're going to play out in certain areas, which passes should be on. The minute they take a touch and think for a second, then the premise too late. And that's when they start overthinking and the individual mistakes accumulate. And then you get caught and then you're wide open.
Certain players in our team, I agree. Konate just he's never been able to pass.
Well, I think, I rate Konate is a centre-back. I think one of the reasons is that you're asking your players to do more now, right? You're asking Konate to progress the ball from the back. He's never been good at it. He carries the ball well. Last season he gets the ball, passes to Trent. Trent will do the rest. Now he has to be the one that's been tasked to do the line breaking passes.
Smash W perspective in the chat. If you got a membership, big up, man.
Big up. That's your perspective. Also, but like you see the midfield that we won the league with last season.
Yeah.
I don't think we win the league with that midfield. We will look infinitely better if we play that midfield, yes. But do I think we win the league with that midfield? No. You know why? Because that midfield didn't need a creator. Soba was a all action man type of player. He wasn't like getting the ball in the half turn, spreading out a beautiful 10-esque pass. No, he was the cardio guy to balance the midfield.
So Soba's job was to run if he got the ball, pass it to Salah before he takes more than 3 touches, and then run back once we lost the ball.
Exactly. It was almost like similar to Henderson's role, but a younger, more, Hollister model version of Henderson. Let's just put it like that. And with Trent, that workhorse, I want to say workhorse midfield, but that midfield had no sole creator because we had Trent doing the creating and we had Salah in all-timer form. He was literally in all-timer form. So this year, 2 things have changed. We don't have Trent and Salah's not in all-timer form. You have to be honest. So, and he's aging. He's not the same player. Let's call it space. He's not the same player. Can he still get his numbers? Will he still get us over the line in games? Yes, he will, because he's Salah. He's going to get his numbers. But he's not the same player that he was. He's not being utilized the same way. And Trent isn't there to just moments of magic be us. So you remove Trent's creation from our team, you have to bring in something to replace that. And that is Florian Wirtz's job. Unfortunately, whether people like it or not, Florian Wirtz's job is to replace what we lost from Trent. That's it. Which is why I didn't really understand the Frimpong buy straight away, because if someone else is gonna be the creative spark, you might as well just get someone who's more defensively sound. No, maybe the manager saw that in Bradley. I don't think Bradley's that much better of a defender than Trent. Hot take, personally. He just looks like he wants to defend more. He looks more willing.
I'm not setting you lot up. It's the genuine question. How much input does Slot have with the players you buy? And how much is it? Because with us, the director.
Oh, he doesn't have input, in my opinion.
I think I
think he's part of imagine a table with 5 people on it. He's just one of the 5 on the table, but they really like. And to be honest with you, you want to know something? I actually like that because we got to the level where Klopp had so much power that he basically was running transfer activities. And to be honest with you, I never want to be in that scenario ever again, where kind of the manager is choosing all the players, because that's how you end up being the next Man United. That's how, you really don't have much success. I mean, Michael Edwards, famously enough, wanted Bruno Guimaraes from Lyon for 20 million. He wanted Isak for when he was in Dortmund, bro. Never mind Sociedad. He wanted him for a long time. So, I trust the scouts. I trust the nerds. I know that they got all the right profiles, but it's on the chef to fix up the ingredients that we have. It's as simple as that.
I think to a point, Arne Slot's not sitting there going, I want X player, I want Y player. I think Arne Slot's went there and went, I would like to do this at some point next season. So I'd need to buy these positions, or we don't have these positions in the squad. And then the scouts and the recruitment staff will go out, find a player, get everything sourced, and then go, this is who we've got. And if the manager goes, no, it doesn't happen. But the manager's not really going to go no, because everyone else above him is more qualified for all these things than he is. So it's not like it was at the end for us, but he does have an element of say.
Yeah, I mean, to go back to the point Mons made earlier, I think the fact that Salah is not in all-time form and Trent is not there. Now you have everybody's been asked to do more that's out of their comfort zone. Suppose you ask him to create, to do, I don't know, KDB role, passes or things like that. That's not his game, right? You're asking to, Konate to progress the ball. That's not his game. So everybody is being asked, is trying to being tasked to do more than they actually did last season, or they're comfortable doing. And that's why you find there's no synergy and there's not really good understanding, because they're just, it's out of their comfort zone for a lot of them, what they've been asked to do now compared to what they're asked to do last season. And hopefully you struggle all season, but let's see how it goes.
Right, at least they just keep going through this until the weekend's done, innit?
I think do you know what it is? I think it's not, people are surprised because it's kind of Liverpool and how we've been the last year and a half or so, especially. But I think it was never gonna click straight away because of the amount of changes. But the problem is, how much time do we actually have? It will.
How long can we afford to wait before it clicks?
How long can we afford to kind of rely on individual quality to get us through games until it bites, until we're the ones doing the chasing after
one more game?
how many. And for me, even though like I have a love-hate relationship with the Chelsea, you guys know this already. Like, you guys were right there with everyone else for me. I said you're 1 or 2 signings away from being with everyone else. When I say everyone else, I'm talking about Arsenal, Man City. One or 2 big signings away. I've said it to Joey many a time. Lewis has heard me say this too.
Yeah.
Like playing Chelsea at the Bridge now is massive because you guys haven't got off to a good start, and this is the only this is the chance for us to keep you guys away from us and kind of eliminate an extra factor of like possibly someone who can be right there. You know what I'm saying? If you get on a run of games, or when obviously we didn't know you was gonna get this many injuries. We thought your board was gonna make smarter signings with your back line. But
yeah, silly us.
You know what I'm saying? But this is an opportunity to keep you guys
Proper
where you are. Or it's going to be an opportunity for us to use the defibrillators. It's either this or we use the defibrillators to revive you. Which one? Do you know what I'm saying? It can go 1 or 2 ways. And this Premier League right now seems
not necessarily. If we draw, it's just another game. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
neither one of us to get anything.
Yeah, if you're gonna sit here and tell me, Joe, how much if you're gonna put money on something for this game, if you're gonna put money on something for this game, where are you putting this money? I'm putting it on draw. I'm not trusting neither of these teams to get past each other in enough times where it's going to be, unless like we just totally red card ourselves out of the game, because that's literally what we do.
I'd still give the edge to them though, because our problem isn't player quality. We've got a better 11 than years, especially with the fact that you seemingly have no centre backs. I've joked about the fact that it's irrelevant whether. I've joked all stream about it's irrelevant at what centre backs we've got because we're not getting the ball up there. We will get the ball up there because we do create chances. It is a bit hyperbolic what I'm saying, but the fact is, if we get up there and I'm giving Isak the ball more than 4 times a game, he will do something against Achimpong and Badiashile. So it comes down to then, right? Where's our weakness? Set pieces. Are Chelsea necessarily great at set pieces without any of the centre backs who are the main aerial threats? João Pedro scored a goal off a corner, but I don't think I'm necessarily sitting there going, "Oh my god, they've got giants in their team."
We look promising from there.
I wouldn't say that. We've been scoring a lot of set piece goals. Like I wouldn't just say that just because like a lot of our goals have came from set pieces this year. Like,
but a lot of that came off the lap, and João Pedro showing the physicality too, and we've lost the lap, which kind of plays a part. But I hear it. We are a lot better.
That's probably not a problem.
The funny part is the lap was probably imperfect to play against.
I would have shit myself if you lot were wheeling up the lap against Konate. That's the kind of thing Konate would have fucked up this season. And the other one is
Don loves him, innit?
The other thing
Don tells me Guiu's just as good as the lap, so we're gonna see it. We'll see it.
I can't even say that lad's name. I can't even say that
Guiu's not gonna play, bro. I have this theory with Guiu that they're just holding him until January just so they can get a mega over to from Strasbourg.
I'm fully subscribed to that too.
I really believe he's not gonna play a single minute in all of this, all the way till January. I believe he's not gonna play a single minute. That's how I feel
sorry for him because he gets his steps in every single game. He's literally warming up for half an hour every game. Never gets called.
Have they told him yet?
Stretching, is warming up, and then goes holds bench again.
Tyreek George comes on every time.
Tyreek George comes on. Yeah, yes.
Yep.
Hey.
Just gotta hope we ain't sign him up top again because he looked lost as a puppy.
Nah, it'll be. I think it'll be Pedro. Like I don't.
Yeah, we'll make.
I think we get James in midfield.
We just have to get through this game without any more injuries, and then we're getting a good chunk of our players back after this.
You know what? Just 11 players on the pitch for 90 minutes, and I'll have more confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our biggest problem in all of our.
Can we stay a whole 90 without fucking getting a red?
Let's just shoot ourselves in the foot and just limp round all games. What's a fucking?
If we don't, we're gonna cramp in midfield.
If we don't get a red, I believe we'll win this game. If we don't get a red, I think I'm very confident. I think we win this game.
I think it's a draw.
I have a few days ago, but I don't know about very confident. Although, tell me, because I need this hopium.
But Rob is overconfident about everything.
That's why I'm so glad he's here.
That's just who he is. He's never not confident. That's just what it is.
But
where's the massive confidence coming from?
The three of them have given me so much more hope. I genuinely thought we were going to get destroyed, I was like, this is going to be bad. But then apparently their problems are just as bad as ours. Like listening to the last half an hour.
Because I believe if we keep all 11 men on the pitch, right? I don't think the press is strong enough to be threatening to our back line playing out from the back. They will press us, but I don't think our professor saying if Szoboszlai starts in the 10, I'm less confident. If it's Wirtz, I'm more confident, right? And then our midfield, Caicedo running to the midfield, Enzo Fernandez doing the late runs, the box crashing thing. If you start Neto versus Kirkes right now, I got my money on Neto. I don't know who you're gonna have on the left wing. Say what you want to say about Garnacho. This is a perfect Garnacho game. He's not lying. This is a perfect Garnacho game. And if you put Esteban in
you better hope he does something, Rob.
I know we've been a bit shit this year, but I cannot sit there and have Garnacho prop on my team's name.
It's not even Garnacho prop. If Szoboszlai ain't playing right back, Szoboszlai ain't playing right back, I'll be honest. Android 17 is gonna cause a few problems down that down our right hand side and their left hand side.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't play right
Yeah,
back.
but you don't think Bradley's a decent enough defender, do you? I'm fine with Bradley. I think Bradley.
I'm not fine with Bradley. I'm not. You see the Bradley, Tom. You see the Bradley thing. It's got to stop now, man.
He's fine. Now, he's fine, mate.
He's fine elsewhere. Nah. Bradley is a steady Eddie who is no better than Nico Williams when we sold him, in my opinion. He's been living off that tackle against Mbappe probably for the last year now. Probably a screensaver. And
he's their main
I think because he runs around and he looks busy when he does things, people forget to think that he's not actually all that. You know, when we're obsessed with balance because Trent wasn't the greatest defender, so we're obsessed with this balance gimmick. You can still be balanced and be 4 and 4 going back and 4 going forward. It doesn't mean you're 7 and 7. You know what I'm saying? Bradley ain't ready, innit? He ain't ready. I can't lie.
You guys, do what,
sorry, that's just the way I see it.
Week in and week out? Is that what we're talking about? Bradley's not ready to be
Bradley can't start for Liverpool week in, week out. On what galaxy, bro? On what galaxy?
No.
Week in, week out for Liverpool Football Club. You're mad. Rotational piece at best.
Is that Conor Gallagher?
No,
it is the way we spoke. This is how we spoke.
Yeah,
he runs around, he gets stuck in, he'll do the occasional job. I don't want to see him 3 weeks in a row. We've got a problem.
I'm just not gonna. Bro, I'm not doing the enabling thing for Conor Bradley. Like, I'm just not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. He, like, don't get me wrong. If he's injured and he's carrying a knock, you can excuse the Palace game. But I've kind of been like, Bradley, I've been 50-50 with him for a while now. He really impressed me. He has impressed me. I'm not saying he can't do a thing. He's got a lot of potential, but we're talking about what he is right now. And what he is right now is not the level to really be starting games. And then we look at Frimpong, and that one's a bit iffy as well. I don't know what Simon. I don't know what you might think about Frimpong, but the right back situation worries me. It does.
I always said
I'm not fully sold on Frimpong.
So I always said, if you're gonna play Frimpong, you're gonna have the same kind of problems with Trent that you had with Trent. And it's not necessarily that he can't defend, it's about how can he get back in time. That's literally where it is.
He's got no problem getting back in time. My biggest problem.
He's rapid, though. He's rapid.
I know.
My biggest
the ball moves faster than any player on the pitch.
Frimpong got zero problem.
Faster than any player on the pitch. I promise.
Frimpong got zero problem defensively. Surprisingly, I've not sat there in the game and went, "Fucking hell, Frimpong's a liability at the back here." My problem with Frimpong is I was told I was getting this dead good attacking fullback, and he's fucking shit going forwards. He can't control the football. He's chasing.
He's good with space behind.
Oh, he's chasing his touch.
He's chasing every touch, every single touch. He's chasing it. The game against Galatasaray, I'm being told that when Salah goes AFCON, don't worry, guys. Frimpong will play right wing. Fuck now, I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it again.
Give me Chiesa to return for Liverpool after November international.
Bomba.
There's an October injury. Fantastic.
Oh,
Yo,
boy.
Allison gets
Is
injured.
that
a lot for a
Ornstein? Because they're
goalkeeper.
saying Ornstein in the chat.
6
Oh,
weeks.
dear.
What's
I
team?
need a-
Nah.
Oh, so
Why are you
let's
guys
get-
acting
let's get
like
this
this
straight.
doesn't
Let's see
happen
who
every year?
Marmadashvili really
Let-
is.
This is just the
no,
yearly
no,
It's
injury.
not the time to
Let's
happen,
see who
man.
Marmadashvili really is.
This is
That's
the
what the
yearly
question.
injury.
Let's look at the games he misses as well. Chelsea, United, Real Madrid, Man City. You could not have picked the worst times to get injured here.
Canate.
It's time for
You're
Mama
bringing
Thank you,
Dashvili.
on
Ibu.
Canate, bro.
Thank you, Ibu.
Canate.
Thank you, thank you, Canate. Brilliant.
Canate.
Thank you, Ibu.
Bro,
Bring
Love it.
back. Where's Joe Matip? Where is he?
how did Marmadashvili
Pick
Why-
up Alexis. Links in the
how did
title.
Marmadashvili
Everyone's
play
up.
Where
when
is
he
he,
came on?
man? Where
up,
is
Alex.
Joe Matip?
Why are you guys panicking? This is the yearly injury. Yani, you have
That's
to-
what I was gonna say. It's
I'm
every
not
year he
panicking.
has
Yeah,
this happen.
no, that's a
Panicking
good
thing.
point.
It's just.
But this year, no, but
this didn't need to happen, bro.
Hussam,
This didn't need to happen.
Hussam, you don't have
That's cool.
Kelleher this year. Is Marmadashvili?
Exactly.
Is he good?
Exactly.
No,
Mamad
he's
Dashvili
all right.
is
He's
better
all right.
than
He just
Callum.
Allison. Remember that shit. He's all right. Like I don't have nothing against
He's
him.
better than Allison, better than Kelleher. Sorry, like he's the Georgian national
Better than
keeper.
Kelleher.
He's unbelievable in the Euros. He's very good at saving penalties as well. He's a very good player. I've got no problem with Marmadashvili playing there. We
What
can't
makes him
buy
better?
depth and then
What
complain
makes
when the
him
depth.
better?
He's better than Sanchez. That's all you're saying.
Wait, what
He's
makes him better?
he's a better physical
he's not.
presence, in my opinion.
He's not better than Sanchez. No, stop it.
I don't know if he's better than
I
Kelleher.
only did that.
That's
I
a
only
good
did
keeper.
that for you, Rob.
Sorry,
I
who
only
do you
did
think
that.
Robert Sanchez is?
I literally only did that for you.
Wait,
Who the
Tom,
fuck
do
you think
better than
Sanchez is to say he's not better than Sanchez? Have some shame.
Hussam, don't argue with him. Don't argue with
He's
him.
not better than
Please.
Sanchez. No
I mean,
chance.
please.
Wait, Tom,
please,
Tom,
don't
do
argue.
you think
Not
Mother
him.
that's really
He's
better than
arguing with
Kelleher?
me. Don't argue with him.
Yeah, he's probably better than Kelleher. Although I did really
You
like
reckon?
Kelleher when he was here.
I don't know. I don't know if he's better than Kelleher, you know.
I
Kelleher, innit?
like I
I
rate
rate-
Kelleher, but it's about the body of work, isn't it? Marmadashvili's been starting for fucking how many years in La Liga for one of the
Yeah.
better sides.
Valencia.
Valencia, though.
Valencia's been one of the better sides. They're not being Champions League level, but they're supposed to be one of the
Valencia's
best
been a
sides.
pretty poor side.
Valencia been
They're
poor in
in
the
the
league.
relegation battle last
Valencia's
season.
been a pretty poor side over the last few,
I thought
or at
they
least
already
last
gone down.
5. But he
Yeah, no,
is a
it's
good
not
shot
bad.
stopper from what I've watched in the Euros. Like when I watched him.
I mean, I watched him in pre-season and in the games that he's
The
played.
Southampton game, he was good in the Southampton game as well.
I've not watched him at any point and went, oh fucking hell, he's not good. So I'm
his
fine.
his passing ain't great though, from what I've watched. His passing.
Fucking hell. Join the list. We've got about one good passer from that position. Everyone else is. Everyone
I
else
thought,
is
I thought what's his face was pretty. I thought Kelleher
Do we-
was. A pretty
does
decent
anyone
passer.
know any information on Ekatike? Obviously, we're hearing his cramp, but not a hamstring. Does anyone? I mean, I don't know how you can get cramp.
the-
happen.
Nah, but if there was
league
anything
is-
major, it would have been like big news.
Yeah,
by
it
now.
would have come out with that, so I think he'll be there on Sunday.
And you already
I'm
got
okay
selected
with
for
Marmadashvili
international
playing
duty,
this
so he
Saturday.
should
I'm
be
good with it.
relatively okay.
Do you reckon Isak starts then, or do you reckon they both start?
Yeah, I think Isak was going to start anyway because Ekatike started midweek.
You reckon
And
Isak? You reckon it's time for Isak to be like game in, game out, rather than
you know-
kind of,
No, because I think we need to start playing 2 different systems for the 2 different strikers. What I want to see on Sunday, I swear to God, if I don't see this, my head will fall off. Can you please, Arnie, for once this fucking season, let Vert play in behind Isak as the 9 and the 10 for more than 30 minutes?
But
Let
who's gonna
It
them-
was amazing against
60 minutes.
Atletico.
Let them do 60 to
Ekatike
90
was
minutes
part of that move
as
as
the
well.
10 and the 9.
would
Who's
you have
gonna get
Ekatike
the
on the left, Ekatike or Gakpo or Rio or Chiesa?
Chiesa, put Chiesa.
He is up for me.
Put Chiesa on left.
I hear it.
Chiesa's like our 3rd top scorer this season.
Is Chiesa fit?
And he looks a lot
Gakpo
more
is more
confident now
predictable
starting
than
games than before.
Gakpo is more predictable than Lewis with watch out streams. Like it's more predictable than Lewis. Imagine
Man,
Lewis
bro.
every week said Lewis every week came here and said watch out. That's watching Gakpo. Gakpo
Do you guys
is
think
just
Lavia
watch out.
starts?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
You know he just respawns. He respawns for Liverpool. And then you
This
won't
is
see him
his
for another
whole
7 months.
Oh, that's the most obvious one.
Arrives
I
man of the
actually-
match leave.
I just enjoy that answer. That's a great answer.
You want to know who used to do that for us as well against Chelsea? Fucking N'Golo Kante.
Yeah, Kante.
Same
Yeah,
shit.
this is like Kelleher with you lot for us.
Bro, we save these. We wait for these players and bring them back for you guys. Like
He just spawns against Liverpool.
I'm glad because
Yeah, I can see
you know what I
I'm
did
sure
wanna
we're
ask you about the
dominating the
fans, though?
midfield. I'm sure we can minimize chance on our goal at least. I know you
You
guys
know
are
what I
still
did
going
wanna
to
ask
make
you, though?
everyone. We're still unlikely to keep a clean sheet, but we can minimize all of that by just closing out the midfield. And I know we're capable of that at least.
Is Enzo Maresca going to do that weird thing that he does against big teams where he puts Reece James in midfield?
Not if Lavia is available.
not this. Yeah, not if Lavia is
If
fit.
Lavia is
If
available, then
Lavia
he
is
won't.
fit, it will
We'll see
play.
James right centre back.
It will play Caicedo.
That would be. I honestly, Lewis would like that, but I don't think that's gonna.
No, Tom. I don't think Lavia will
do
play
you
90
think-
minutes. If Lavia plays 60, then you can see a James coming into midfield with for the last 30 minutes.
I just want to play the game where Rio Engabon gets to run up Malo Gusto. That'll be fine for me.
Gusto,
Is
Gusto
Rio actually
ain't
gonna play?
fine. He started the last.
Rio
game.
actually came on recently. Like I don't. Have you guys used him like that? I knew he came on for the Newcastle game, but outside of that, have you guys really
He
used him?
comes on pretty much every game.
Okay. I'm asking. I don't know.
I think
That's
the only
why.
reason he didn't come on midweek was because we got 2 injuries.
I mean, Rio knee slides.
I want to see.
I wanna see
Estel running.
Let's
About that.
I don't mind it.
I'm okay with Rio starting as well, by the way. I'm good with that. Completely good.
What?
Against
Anything?
You guys really no, Rob.
Joey.
This has been a conversation in Liverpool circles. Like
Against Reece James, you're trying to put Rio against Reece.
Gakpo plays with AirPods in.
Bro. He thinks that Reece James is the issue. Why are you making it about Reece James? We're making it about
I'm just saying you're putting a 16-year-old
He's
against
so
Reece
predictable.
You see what his tactics are.
Wallahi, I actually don't even dislike
he's very
Gakpo. I like
erratic,
Gakpo, but he's so predictable. It's just the same. It's one
He's there to
exact
rattle you,
move.
bro. That's what he's there for. That's what Rob's
Yes.
there to rattle.
I don't really mind predictable if you can't stop it. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah,
it's stoppable. It's very much stoppable. The worst thing is with Gakpo, you know, when he goes down the outside, it's actually quite hard to stop when he actually does it.
Yeah, he has a good cross left foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good.
He just doesn't want to use his left enough.
He'll swear on his laurels, he just can't do it. Like it's like it pains him. Like it pains him to go the other way. You know what I'm saying? It's
I'm not gonna lie. That's how I felt.
I quite like Gakpo. I've always liked Gakpo. I just think he's.
I like
I like
Gakpo
Gakpo as
too,
well. I'm
but
not saying I
he
like him.
deserves to get dropped. And also, if Arne's not is worth anything, he knows that you start the left winger with momentum, who's Chiesa. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
But
but
we all know, guys. I am so confident I can predict the exact 11 for this Saturday because I just know how Slot operates. Mamardashvili,
I want to know. Go for it.
Mamardashvili, Szoboszlai right back, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez. He's gonna go Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Salah, Isak, Gakpo. That's the team.
I think it'll be Bradley.
Please, I'm begging you, bring that line up.
Watch him shoehorn Szoboszlai right back. Watch.
Please.
Run.
I mean, me.
Yeah. That you. He's talking to you. He's talking to you. Yeah, he's talking.
Yeah,
to you.
listen.
He's talking to you. Yeah, exactly. He's talking to you.
Szoboszlai is a right
That
back
was your
posing
idea.
as a midfielder. He's posing as a midfielder. I'll tell you lot that for free.
I said that last season. They laughed at me. I said play Szoboszlai right back when Trent
Oh,
was
so did
Mons
Mons.
has been
The
saying
man
that.
was singing
Mons
the
has
same
been
hymn
saying
tune.
that for a year, bro.
perfect. Right.
He's been saying that shit for a year.
Bro. Right back, Szoboszlai right back is a dream come true for me. Like the words can't describe. That's for happy place. You see when I see Szoboszlai intercepting, like because Szoboszlai, let's be honest, he's the closest profile to Trent when he has time and space in the wide areas. So when I see him running back and clamping players and just being the action man that he is, bro, it brings a smile to my face because I don't want you on the half turn in tight spaces in opposition. I don't want he gets nosebleeds outside the box and he doesn't like to. For me, he just has to shoot more as well. He just has to shoot more. I'd love to see him shooting more, but for me, I'd say the same 11. But I kind of want to see Ekatike as a second striker in the 10
and drop Wirtz.
Oh, man,
Can't be
don't
for
tell
this
me.
game,
Don't
man.
tell me you're one
Now.
of these ones that wants Vert on the left.
So either Wirtz has to play on the left or don't play at Urak. I'm gonna lie.
No.
Why
I'm
not
gonna lie.
Ekatike on the left?
Hmm?
Why not Ekatike on the left?
Man, I
Ekatike
really
can
lost
play on the left and
Wirtz
Wirtz can play in the
right.
middle. I don't mind that.
I still
I'm saying that.
if
I'm
you want
saying
my
that
honest opinion
Ekatike,
behind
when
this
he's fit,
whole
by the
thing,
way, I'm saying with
I-
Ekatike, he just quickly jokes. Ekatike, yeah, he loves to get involved way more than Isak. Like Isak's more of a killer. Ekitike's all-round game is actually wicked. It's actually like way better than I thought it was going to be. In build-up, he is so integral to getting Liverpool up the pitch in build-up with the little things that he does. It's almost Firmino-esque in some of the ways that he moves. And I feel like that in build-up, and also a lot of the time, he prefers to get the ball to feet, give it to someone out wide, and then go into the box. He's not naturally always in the box. For me, he's not in the box enough, and he has a 50p head. So if you head the ball with your eyes closed, because that's what I think he does, and he likes a lot of the ball to feet rather than in behind, even though he can run in behind. For me, play him in that 10, second striker. He can also operate off the left very well. I think he's a better suit than Gakpo on the left right now. And if you want, and if Wirtz has to play, then cool, put Wirtz in the 10 and Ekitike on the left. But I think that's the way to
I honestly think the way that you fix this team is you move this to a 4-2-2 and you play them both. You put them both up top.
That 4-2-2 needs to against
you are not doing a 4-2-2 with Salah.
Nope. 4-2-2 we will get abused. Nope.
Against the 5-back, you can't play 4-2-2 against a 5-back. That's suicide, isn't it? That is genuinely suicide. Against a 4-back, I don't know. We'll have to see. But
why is that what happened against Palace? Is that what you played against Palace?
Bro, do you know what that first half against Palace was like? It's like,
but I'm saying 4-2-2.
That's like getting beaten up in front of your girlfriend, bro, and you starting the fight, Joey. That's like you getting beaten up in front of your girl, right in front of your girl, and you're the one who's starting the fight.
Nah, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to us. It was embarrassing. We got
when you're talking about Ekitike, I could swear if you didn't mention any name, I thought you would have been describing Jackson a little bit.
No, he said like Firmino. Well, how did you get to Jackson? He said like Firmino.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to say João Pedro.
In the way that he brings players up the pitch is what he's talking about.
Yeah, but there's a big difference. There's a big difference in the fact that I trust Ekitike one-on-one.
Eyes when they're hitting the ball.
Hey, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. That's why I wanted Hugo. I wanted Hugo. I was the first person sitting on this channel telling people about Hugo.
It's true. The Chelsea fans are telling people about
Hugo Ekitike and Nick Woltemade, and then we ended up with João Pedro. And I love João Pedro now. But those were the two names I brought up on this channel. Ask Lewis. I brought him up before they even moved.
We need to move the ball quicker as a team, though, because the speed we move the ball at is fossil. It's fossil.
Welcome to the club, man.
Like genuinely, it annoys me, and I feel like when it's like 2-2 and there's 10 minutes left, then I'm seeing the ball getting popped, mad quick. Now the ball's moving. I'm like, guys, come on now.
Panic stations.
Come on now, guys.
They're throwing everything out there. It's the same thing with us. At least with us, it's because of overplaying.
Like, why is it for 80 minutes? The only time I see us get out of the pitch successfully is when Ekitike.
That's the reality too, Lewis.
Or when Virgil switches it to Salah. Why is it when
we heard that when we got briefed about the switching from pressing to possession basis? Because we want to keep players fit. Now they're extra minutes and no centre backs that the manager relies on. We're playing the same slow football.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I told man this at the Club World Cup when I said I wanted to get grouped. This is why. Right here. 9 injuries. I told man this.
Yep.
I said this to everyone. I would sell this Club World Cup for a preseason and no injuries in the beginning of the year. I would sell it. I would sell the whole entire thing. We got to the final. We had to win it. I get it. But that's why I felt this way, because of where we are right now.
Lewis but will be consequence. I won't front. There will be consequence. I'll take it and run.
I mean, and considering also they're not only
day 79 of 1,409 of your world champs.
Day 82 of the 1,000.
Did you take that belt to the aliens where it got bitch slapped? Did you take it to the aliens where it got slapped? Do you take it there?
Hell no, this is staying in my yard. You must be mad. Someone try to
losing that shit. That's expensive. It's not like something you could just walk around with. That's an expensive
man.
Right there. Like you spend a lot of money on that shit.
Hey, Lewis is rich. He can afford it, man.
Husam, let's not do that, bro.
Oh no, it's because of A-list, because we've all been saying Husam's rich. That's why.
Oh, see now it does. See how it feels now, and I Uno reverse on you.
Husam's rich. We know Husam's
No, I ain't rich.
Yeah, man.
I ain't rich. No one rich.
What'd you say, Sam? What'd you just say?
No one rich uses this microphone right here.
What'd you say?
Come on, man. I use a webcam. I'm just Hussam from Jordan. I ain't rich.
Yeah, this guy's got 5 camels and 17 cars, bro. Don't ever even think this guy is remotely.
If I had 5
By the way,
camels, I would
camels
be
are
on
very expensive, bro.
Guys, first of all, I don't even have a car, wallah. I drive my dad's
Oh
car.
my god.
Wallahi, I don't have
here
a
we
car.
go.
What am I saying?
Wallahi,
His dad's
al-azim, I
fourth
don't
car.
have
His
a
dad's
car.
fourth car. His
Yeah,
And
dad's
number
bro.
2, if I was a camel trader, I wouldn't even be on YouTube because camel traders are millionaires.
Yeah, I was gonna say you actually make a
Well,
lot of
I'll
money.
find out.
doing
Yeah,
that.
they
Bro,
actually
one
know that.
camel is like 20 grand, 10 grand, bro. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Um,
Fair enough.
I
Yeah,
wish I
it's-
was a camel trader. I'd disappear from this world, bro. Fucking millions
Just
of
quickly, 'cause the
millions.
few
Bro,
of
they are
millions.
mad rich, bro.
Husam, are you
One
actually
sec, guys.
smoking an e-cig, or is that like a cigarette in an e-cig?
That's IQOS. It's it has like no tar basically.
Okay.
2% the carbon monoxide of one cigarette. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
that
to
doesn't
quit.
Being good to the
sound-
earth.
Sounded
Being
rich
good
to
the
me,
earth.
Sam. Sorry, man. Sounded rich to me.
oh yeah, this is so
One sec,
expensive. It
wait,
costs-
one sec. I gotta go through a few of these quickly. Shout out
It costs
Moy saying
30
big up to the panel.
See,
Well,
I
what's-
just throw
wait,
layups,
Joey,
bro.
one
I throw
sec.
alleys to everyone.
Guys,
That's
can
all I do.
people hear me? The fuck? All right, shout out Moy saying big up the panel. Lewis up the Chelsea 3-1 Chelsea world champions. You already know. Shout out Pachara saying Chelsea looking like champions. So Sam, remember that. Facts. We at least
Pachara,
agreed
man.
with a victory when we said that. Thank God. Big up Emmanuel saying hold that, Hussam. I don't even know which one that one was for. But
All that for what?
probably the defeat, you know. Probably
Because
the
you're
last
here,
one.
Husam. That's why.
Lewis, how long we been world champions? 82 days out of 1,461. The
Oh, I rate
100-day
I
anniversary
rate
soon.
that. I rate that so much.
Big up BK saying Arsenal draw, Chelsea win, Liverpool stay top of the league. Like Arsenal are facing West Ham at home, which is never a good fixture for them. So I would keep an eye out for that. And JC says world champions, even Trump likes that. Shout America and all of that shit. Shout America. But yeah, we spoke about Liverpool for the best part of like 1 hour 22. To the Liverpool fans, I want to know, how do you expect this game to go from a Chelsea perspective? Because we've heard all about everything going wrong with Liverpool's side. How about everything that's been going wrong from our side with players out, suspensions, one fit centre back? Do you feel like this is a good opportunity for you to get yourself back on track with the international break, or are you worried that this is a banana slip waiting to happen?
Go ahead, Tom.
For us.
Or Mots.
Yeah, Liverpool. Whoever wants to go.
You want,
The only part that like truthfully worries me about Chelsea is the midfield. You've got a good midfield. Your defense, we should be tearing apart, and your attack, I don't. Is your front three going to be Garnacho, Joao Pedro, Estevao?
Probably
No,
Neto,
Neto.
Estevao, and Joao Pedro.
We still should be handling that. We should still.
I mean,
be
it's a
handling
lot of
that.
pace. That's the one thing that I'm gonna say. It's a lot of pace in behind.
I bought 2 fullbacks who all have shown me this season is they've got pace. That's about all they've shown me. They've got good.
Oh, that's fair.
Kerkez is quick. Frimpong's quick. So
That's fair.
Kerkez
That's all-
Yes,
that's
about
very-
the one
that-
I'm looking
That's
forward to.
literally what we have.
I don't
though.
think Kirk
I'm
has been
just
as
telling
bad
you
as
what
other
we
guys,
have in
though.
attack. We have pace in the attack. That's all we got.
I don't
Neto
think Kirk
comes
has
off
been
ball.
How you
Garnacho
fuck
is
with-
like, if Estevao wakes up, then we got it. Then everyone in the league has issues because if he starts scoring, it's going to just be like he's going to start scoring because he can. hit
Oh,
the ball.
shiver me timbers, Estevao. I'm so
If he
scared.
wakes up, he wakes
Sam,
up.
the football.
If
gods, they'll hear
Isak
that
wakes
one.
up,
Yeah,
we
you see,
slap this
that's
league.
why. This is
1
why you
hour.
say
If Isak wakes up, if Salah wakes up, if Verts wakes up, then what?
Yellow. I wanted this game.
There you go. Listen, man,
It-
I'm not worried about Chelsea because of who they have in defense. That's what they have the triangle of terror right there. Achimpong, Badeshile, Sanchez. If we don't
I'll be
abuse them,
real.
bro,
That's-
if we don't
that
abuse them,
does
we don't deserve the league.
Alright, cool. Sam, hear this. Anton, hear this. Davinson Sanchez, the Colombian PS.
See,
Just froze.
Todd Bowley got
Nice.
him. Todd Bowley got
Yeah, I
him.
know you man are smiling. Look,
No,
Tom,
no,
look
you
at-
lagged out. You
look at me.
lagged out. You
Tom,
lagged
look
out.
at me.
You lagged
Did I
out.
lag out? Did I
Yeah,
lag?
you
say it again.
Yeah.
I said, Davinson Sanchez, the man that
Mhm.
never recovered after expressions called him the Colombian PS4. He
Mm.
kept a clean sheet against us.
Truth.
Understand the rage inside of me. Now, if Davinson Sanchez can keep a clean sheet, because listen, Josh, Sanchez, and Badiashile is diabolical. That there, I need 3 goals minimum. But we've given Sanchez a clean sheet against us. Are you man telling me you?
I want to tell you a stat.
You have no
I want to tell
concerns.
you a
You man
stat
telling
that
me
I
you have
read
no
out of my.
concerns.
I want to tell you a stat that I read out.
I don't have any concerns. I think we should be decimating you, but like it's not out the realms of possibility after what we saw last game. That's all I'm saying. It's not out the realms of possibility.
Galatasaray.
If we
Galatasaray
fail
have
to
not
put
had
one
a
goal-
clean sheet in Europe in 24 games.
What?
Galatasaray have not had a clean sheet in Europe in 24 games.
So what you're telling me is we're record breakers. Exactly the momentum we need to be taking into this game.
Exactly what it be.
If we can't score a goal past Robert Sanchez, Josh Achiampong, and Benoit Badiashile, it might be time to just, when's the NBA back? When's
Today. Actually, the Knicks are playing now.
Are they? Really?
Exactly
That's perfect. If we can't score past Sanchez, Badiashile, and Achiampong, it's been great, guys. It's been great. I enjoyed the summer. You catch me next time. I ain't put myself in this.
It's a retirement thing. It might be a retirement
Stealing
thing.
the other
If we don't score against those guys, it might be a time for retirement.
You got to bear in mind what that will have been is we will have lost a midfield battle to Lucas Torreira, Mario Lamina, and Ilkay Gundogan the same week. We lose a defensive battle to Achiampong, Badiashile, and Robert Sanchez. There's no.
Wallahi, the Knicks are playing now. I just put the game.
Yeah, I told you that. They're playing right now.
I don't think the question about whether we keep a clean sheet.
they're in London, too,
I forgot how many goals you guys let
London
out.
or Saudi? One
I
of them.
have trust in Robert Sanchez in this game. I know that he will, like when he on a goal kick, he'll just give it to Isak or some shit. So it's just gonna be beautiful to watch. That's it. Big up, Robert Sanchez. Big up.
I think you're downplaying.
Robert Sanchez, he's actually
You
the guy.
think Sanchez win?
Wait, Lewis, put
I'm
that
just
picture
saying.
back up. Put that picture back up. That is the guy from Criminal Minds. It's actually. That's the guy from Criminal Minds. You look go look up Criminal Minds. Please.
Lewis,
Please.
Please.
please,
God, I beg.
please.
Who's
I beg,
it? Shamar Moore.
if there is-
I'll
Is it
just
Shamar
say
Yeah.
one more time, man.
Please, I beg.
You look.
Al Halal,
I
pay him
can't.
everything. All
You
the
realize,
money.
Joey,
Give him
Joey,
all the
Get
money. Al
Sassy for
Halal.
free,
All the
Joey.
money.
Joey, he just signed a 6-year deal. There's no release clause.
I don't give a shit.
He's not going.
Don't
anywhere.
worry, the Saudis will make
all
one.
the money.
They'll
They
make
got
one.
all the money. 6-year deal this, 6-year deal that. All the money. All
Yeah,
of
we're
it.
not, we're
I'll
not,
give
we're
him
not,
all
we're
of
not
it.
giving them Paul Winstanley.
Yeah.
There'll be a
all of
loophole
it.
or something. I
worst.
believe in them.
The worst. The worst in the league.
That'll be the
worst.
greatest outgoing we've made since Kai Havertz left.
Oh,
No.
say it again.
But I think
Say it
I think the Liverpool boys are underestimating Robert Sanchez a little too much, right? I think you're doing too much in Robert Sanchez.
How can I possibly underestimate shit more than thinking it's shit?
No, again, you are thinking of the Robert Sanchez from 12, 18 months ago. That's no longer the Robert Sanchez.
I'm thinking of the Robert Sanchez from 2 weeks ago that got himself sent off because he made an incorrect decision.
Yeah, did you not see Alisson against in Brazil that he did the same exact mistake?
Incorrect. It wasn't really
It
incorrect.
It happens.
decision, no. It was.
It happens.
I think a lot of that was on Chalaba, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
No player has made more errors leading to a goal in the Premier League this last season than Robert Sanchez.
We should have gotten Mike Mignon.
This season.
Not only Sanchez. Not only Sanchez.
No, last season.
Last
season.
Not last season.
Yeah, you're focusing on Sanchez of 12 or 18 months ago. The Sanchez of today is a different Robert Sanchez. He actually makes
he's not.
clutch saves. He actually makes clutch saves. He commands his box extremely well, and he doesn't pass to the opposition as much as he used to. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Maybe he will kick it out. He will kick it out.
This is why I don't do this with you, Rob. I don't do this.
No,
with
you
you,
kick
Rob.
it.
I don't
You
do
kick
this.
nobody.
Did
No
you
one's
remember the
listening.
Brighton game, my friend?
No one's listening to about Sanchez.
No, but also I think yes, our centre back pairing, they might not be as good as yours, but we have fullbacks that
Might not be.
What?
Might not be.
Okay, they're not as good as yours. Well, I mean, listening to you talking about Konate, It doesn't seem like there's much difference between Konate and Badiashile
I don't
right now.
care. I don't care. I could play once. Virgil van Dijk on his lonesome is better than any centre-back partnership you could put on the pitch.
I'll give you that. But we have the best DM in the league. We have the 2 best fullbacks in the league.
No, you don't.
Gravenberch is a better DM.
No,
So how you guys saying? So how are you guys complaining that you playing with a hold in you playing a donut football if you have the best DM in the league? It's not adding up.
Because the
If
midfield
you
is
have
not a one-man
the
job.
best DM in
Because
the
the
league,
midfield is not one
why are you
person.
complaining that you got no resistance in the midfield?
Then
not a
when we
one-man
were
job.
saying that, then you guys bring up Poch balls. That included Caicedo. So now what?
Yeah, that was Caicedo then.
And my midfielder
Yeah,
didn't get
thank you
that
for
break.
coming. Thank you for coming. So a midfield is not just one person. Great.
Yeah, but
all I know is
when
Caicedo
it
didn't
was
get that grace back in the day.
exactly, Caicedo wasn't being called the best midfielder.
No one's asking you for your grades, but we're just saying who we think is the best DM in the league.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Who do you think is the best
see
DM
on
in the league?
Saturday. We'll see on
Right
Saturday.
now on form, Gravenberg.
Okay.
Gravenberch is more an attacking midfielder now. Like you compliment him more for what he does.
Gravenberch,
Attacking,
Caicedo's a
what
one-man
he does defensively.
No, bro, he's not an attacking midfielder at
His
all.
passing and his
At
goals
all.
are what you guys have been glazing over
All
this
his best attributes are all defensive.
Why
Like
are you
his
entertaining
tackling.
this conversation? He's been by far
Well,
and away. the
Caicedo can't play, mate. He can't pass.
No, I'm saying no. I'm responding to him. He's saying Gravenberg is offensive. I'm saying he's defensive. He's not offensive.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I'm saying most.
I mean,
most-
we're gonna
most-
vote. Everyone in this panel is gonna have a different opinion about this. Your guys are gonna have your
Yeah,
opinion.
but we're
about
saying on form. We're not even saying overall. We're
Yeah,
saying
even
on
on
form.
form. Even
I
on
don't
form.
even
it's-
think
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. As in,
Nah,
as a-
you lot are going.
as-
Because overall,
Caicedo's
it's not any of our players. Overall, it's Rodri.
if he ever comes back healthy.
Yeah, but
You
doing
know,
the
that's
whole-
what I'm
now, the
saying.
best DM,
We're having two
I don't know how
conversations
you
here:
can say this
form
is
versus
How
overall.
Right now, I'm just saying
Why-
Caicedo,
why isn't
Gravenberch for 1 and 2.
Why isn't it Gravenberg this? Why would it be Caicedo over Gravenberg this season in the first 6 games? Why?
Why is it?
Because
why is
Caicedo's
it
been one of our
Gravenberch
best
over
players
Caicedo,
in
you
maybe
mean?
I
every
just-
game.
I just think
It's
as
not
a-
one of your. It's not hard to be one of your best players. You know what I mean?
If you're talking about
Well,
what
he hasn't
if you're
dropped his
talking about
levels
what
from
a
last season.
DM does,
So for
as
him,
like
it
a
still doesn't
DM,
change nothing.
not necessarily just being able to run with the ball up the pitch, like DM work as like being able to do the interceptions and winning the ball. I think Gravenberch is fantastic, but I just think Caicedo is just next level. That's
No.
my
I'm
opinion.
talking this season.
Yes,
on
and that's what I'm
form.
talking about.
It is
This
because
This guy can
it is
do. Yeah,
because
you can do.
And
You
he's
can
still
do
got the
no
most
room.
tackles and interceptions in
I
the
mean,
league.
his ball
Gravenberch
winning monster is like his ball winning is ridiculous, bro. Like,
Gravenberch
it's
this
actually
season,
ridiculous.
if we're being honest, has Gravenberch offered that much protection to your back four, to your back line? He hasn't.
Not as much as what we'd like because he's been.
I
up
gotta
to
head
a
out
different
though,
job.
guys. Take it easy.
I blessed up,
Being
man.
up to a different job. Big up, bro.
Exactly.
You're
He's
not
been asked
fully-
to do a different job, which is to go up to go forward a little bit more. So he's not offering the DM role per se. That's what I'm saying. It's been more an attacker. Like, you know, the goal is scored. Who did he score the banger against the other day?
You see what I'm responding to now,
Newcastle
Lewis?
and Everton. He scored 2.
Newcastle, and then he put on that lovely assist to Salah. That's
So
what that's what
Caicedo
he's
still
good
has
at
more
defensive.
tackles than Gravenberch so far and the most interceptions in the league this season still. So he hasn't dropped his levels.
Again, those stats entirely down to the fact that your team has less of the ball than ours. So
We dominate
Gravenberch is gonna
possession in
make-
most games.
What?
So do we.
Let's
But
call the new.
your team are a lot more your team are defending more than our team are, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I agree, but we're still dominating possession.
So if you're defending, if you're
defending,
defending more, that means there's going to be more opportunities to make these interceptions and make these
red
tackles.
cards. You've had less of the ball because of your red cards as well.
But we have still been dominating possession in spite of that.
Dominating possession. Fair enough. I'll go.
That's my argument. Like, you literally can't be defending more if you have more of the ball. You might just be holding on to the ball for longer, if anything.
I don't know. I just think Caicedo is just nothing but number one in you guys' eyes, despite anything that's going on in your team. Like,
He's not done anything wrong.
he just automatically is put above everyone else, no matter what the context. Personally,
Isn't that what you're
But he's
doing?
not done anything wrong to go away from that.
I don't do that at Gravenberch. I've named people that I think are better than Gravenberch. I'm just saying on
I
form
don't
this
even try
season.
and debunk anything. With
I just
Gravenberch.
think
it's
Gravenberch
too
this
hard.
season. I think it's just quite obvious that he's been the best player, but not even the best midfielder. He's been the best player in the league.
Probably for you guys. And again, that will come from you guys, and you guys have just a lean more bias towards him, just like you'd have a leaner bias towards Caicedo. But the difference is Caicedo, like, he hasn't got the bad performances to add to that. He literally hasn't.
Does Gravenberch this season?
What bad performances?
I'm not saying nothing negative about Gravenberch. I've said my whole thing is it's a 1 and 2 argument. I'm not really that fussed where people lean on it. It's a 1 and 2 argument. Neither one of them is levels away of the other. I just think it's still Caicedo. You still think it's Gravenberch.
That's fair.
That's what I was trying to say. Because Gravenberch's cooked for you. Caicedo's cooked for us. Same as last season. I'm just glad both of us are maintaining the levels. But ultimately, Caicedo's level has not gone down. That's the only point I need to make.
Yeah. No, I don't think any of us said that, though. I don't think any of us said Caicedo's been bad in any game.
And we've both been making our own different assumptions. Then that's it.
Yeah. No, I think I triggered it by saying, well, when I was making the point that we have, in my opinion, the 2 best fullbacks in the league and the best DM in the league that offer protection to our backline. So you'll have to go through them before you get to Josh and Badiashile and
the wafer biscuit thin centre back keeper combination.
Even then, none of that was a problem against Brighton until we equalised and we made shit subs down to 10 men. 11v11, I think we may just be able to handle it a bit better. That's why this game, the biggest thing is, please just keep 11 men on the pitch. Everything seems to be fine until we
keep 11 men on the pitch
and lose a man.
If we keep 11 men on the pitch and Szoboszlai is not playing the 10 to press us, I think we have an easy day. I can't lie to you.
Easy day.
Wait there. Do you think Reece James is the best right back in the league?
Yes.
Ahead of like Timber and Livramento.
Yes.
Shout out Timber
and Munoz. I don't know if I can put Reece James above those 3 at the minute. He's good when he's on it, but
have you seen Reece James this season? Have you watched Reece James this season?
Yeah, he hasn't not been on it though. That's the thing.
He's been good. But
both and country.
I get what Lewis is saying about Hopium now with you.
With me.
Yeah, because you just said it's gonna be an easy game. That's crazy.
No, because we like teams that press us but are not that good at pressing.
Easy game is just funny.
Okay. Crystal Palace had an easy game against you, didn't they?
Yeah, but you're not Crystal Palace because you're expected to attack at home.
They had an easy half as well. It was an easy half. It wasn't an easy
So do you expect to play as high up, or do you expect to drop back a bit?
I expect Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, as always, to attack. So that's why
as in you.
No, we have an attacking style anyway. I just hope we're more balanced in terms of the midfield. Even the Chelsea fans in the chat are calling you out, by the way. So that tells you all you need to know about easy day.
Yeah, he's like, I think there's a chance for us to leave with something, but the win. Look,
yeah, but easy day is like when you play Brighton. That's easy day. Oh, sorry, when you play like Burnley, that's easy day. Easy day is Leeds. You know,
it's funny because Burnley actually wasn't easy.
You did that on purpose. On fucking purpose.
Right, I'll be real. Don't sleep on these newly promoted teams, Lewis. Don't sleep on these newly promoted teams, bro.
I hear that.
Don't worry, Burnley away straight after the November break. I hear it. 12:30 Saturday. That sounds like hell on earth.
Sunderland. I'm pretty sure Leeds got the same amount of clean sheets as us. Like,
you know Leeds is always we're always their cup final anyway. You can't underestimate that.
Leeds away is not easy, innit? I'm just saying, Leeds away ain't easy.
Ain't easy.
I hear it. That's the best home atmosphere in the league. I've been saying that. That place always knows when to turn up. But hey, for us, midfield battle is a big. Yo, shout out Kopish in the chat as well. Big up, my G's.
Big up, man.
Like, this is mainly like.
That's not or Drifty. Big up.
Sam, have you just seen what we're gonna have to discuss tomorrow?
What?
Cal wants us to play Amarim 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
I swear. Where did he say this?
It's in the tweets.
It's on Twitter, and he done a stream about it earlier in the preview.
3-4-2-1. Who's the other centre back?
He wants to play Robertson left centre back.
I'm so tired of Callum.
That is funny.
I'm actually tired of Callum, honestly. I'm just tired. Of
Big up Callum. Big up Callum. No. Moresca should
No, no,
listen.
don't,
Hated him and everything.
don't big up Callum.
Listen
Don't big
to
up
him.
Callum.
No, Slot should listen to him.
Man.
Play Robertson left center back. Kirkes and Frimpong fullbacks. Sorry, no.
I'm actually tired of you, Callum. I'm genuinely tired of you. I am honestly so tired of Callum
That
Sanderson.
is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Shout out Toronto Reds, man.
The Curtis Jones in the 10 suggestion, that one set me over the
Oh,
edge.
is that another one that he said?
Oh, you guys didn't know about the Curtis Jones in the 10?
No.
You didn't. And Joe
What?
Gomez left back. You didn't. I didn't. Joe Gomez left back.
Joe Gomez left back Fiesta.
Obviously, we've seen Joe Gomez cook at left back in it, but Curtis Jones in the 10 was where that one there.
Why do you want Curtis Jones in the 10?
You have to ask yourself, Tom. I didn't stick around long enough to find out.
You know, Callum, I think it's time now, after 10 years on YouTube, just stick to UFC. I think that's going to be your forte. Sanderson show, you get me? Khabib Nurmagomedov, Conor McGregor, that's your forte like that.
Can I ask you, look, is there a chance that you see Vert never working out?
Brother, there is a chance that I marry Rihanna. There is a lot of chances in life.
There's not.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You cannot deny it. You cannot have any. Okay, let me prove it to you. Rihanna already dated an Arab man before. Now what?
Well, you have to.
You didn't know this information. You did not know this information. See, she dated an Arab man. See, so it's a possibility. See, we can both play this. There's a possibility.
I'm sure it was probably a billionaire. You just said right now you don't even have a car.
Yeah, great. I might become a
know,
billionaire
You
one day.
actually believe that? Wait, you believe that I don't have a car?
I might become a billionaire.
He has 17 cars. Why do you keep
Wallahi, I don't. Wallahi, I don't even have one
I'm taking the man on. I'm taking the man at his
Wallahi,
word.
I don't have even one car. I swear, I don't even have one car under my name. I
Yeah,
swear.
you see.
Oh, under your name. Oh, under your name. Okay. No. Okay.
Yeah.
hear
I
that.
don't own any car. My dad owns a car that I drive.
You don't
Premier
own-
League,
you don't own the car.
international.
Anyway,
I
let's
just-
not just. That's the point. The point is, Callum, you deserve abuse. I'll be honest. After everything that you just said, 3-4-2-1, Amarim, Curtis Jones 10. Bro, I'm tired of Callum. Honestly, thank God Drifty and Matt exist, or Copy should go out of business.
I've sent the link to Callum. Oh, there we go.
Oh no! Why?
There it is.
What?
Big up Callum, man. Welcome to the channel.
Big
Shout
up
out
Lewis.
Copy.
Big up Lewis first and foremost. Big up yourself, Lewis. Sorry, bro, I don't know your name. Sorry.
Robert. Nice to meet
Big
you.
up Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever to the rest of you lot. Firstly, I would just like to defend. Firstly, I'll
Happy birthday, Carl, by the way. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
happy
Happy birthday,
man.
man.
No, it's not
Everyone
my
say
birthday.
Callum in
It's
the
not my
chat,
birthday.
man.
It's not my birthday. Don't do that, Monks. It's not my birthday.
Happy birthday, Carl.
You're doing the Tom Little thing.
It's not my birthday.
All right, do you know what, guys? He never likes to do this because you don't like. Do you get it? But happy birthday.
It's not my birthday. My birthday's in August. It's not my birthday.
Happy
All right,
birthday,
happy
Callum.
birthday, bro.
Happy late birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old are you now? 51?
So
What the fuck, the unction? It's just-
So I just finished doing a stream about Allison getting injured. And I'm like, right, I'm gonna redirect someone. I saw you guys were live. I'm like, yeah, redirect. Well, let me jump over quickly, like before start getting the kids ready for bed. And I'm like, I see my brother's here, chopping it up. Let me just say a quick hello. Then bang, 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 bang. Just rushed, getting punched up for no reason. No one. Lewis, you realize none of them not even said, "Oh, big up, Cal." It was just beef on site.
That's like, oh, this guy.
Yeah, it was like, "Oh, why is Cal here? Let's just rush him." Can I explain myself? Am I even allowed to explain myself or not?
Of course you are, bro. It's
Please
an
do.
open
You
news.
can explain yourself.
I said for the game against Galatasaray to play Curtis Jones in the 10. I said that because I believed that we were struggling in midfield to get any sort of control. So I believed let's put Curtis Jones in there because he is someone who can control and help control in midfield. We didn't go with it. I said Gomez at left back because I thought Sane would play right wing. And if Sane is playing right wing, He often drifts in on his left foot because he's not great with his right foot. So he'd be driving into Joe Gomez's strong side, which is Gomez's right foot. Not just that, because of how we build up from the back defensively, Kirkes becomes our third centre-back, which means Gomez would become our third centre-back, which will allow Frimpong a bit more license to get forward if we're playing forward at the back without us being as lopsided, because I don't trust Kirkes with build-up play because that's not his game. So that's why I suggested that lineup. Why I'm suggesting a 3-4-2-1 for Liverpool currently with the players we have at the moment is because I don't think we have wingers in our team that are consistent enough at beating their fullbacks. Therefore, we have to use the width from beating the opposition fullbacks. Therefore, I think we should be using width of Frimpong and Kirkes to get crosses into the box, get them as high up the pitch as possible, while remaining defensively responsible by having 3 players at the back. So most people would say, well, why not just drop one of the midfielders into the defense and have Virgil and Konate split? The reason I don't want to do that is because I don't want Virgil at the age of 34 channel defending. Plus, I believe Virgil playing in that central role in defense will allow him to utilize his passing ability in the same way David Luiz did it under Conte for Chelsea. Yeah. So that's the defense, right? In terms of the midfield, I don't think we have enough players in the midfield right now who are able to get on the ball and do what they need to do. By having 3 defenders there, I believe you have Konate, so you have Gravenberch and Szoboszlai playing in the pivot alongside Frimpong and Kirkes. But we've seen the best football of Wirtz's career played in a 2-10 system that was utilized by Xabi Alonso. With Isak there, with Salah tucked in and not having to do the wide stuff because Frimpong's doing that, I believe you get players close to Isak, so he's not having 4 touches in 30 minutes. And you also get Salah close to the goal as well, where he's more dangerous. Not just that. When they do that, just like Crystal Palace did, because everyone's quick to say, oh, 3 at the back, it don't work. Glasner just used this system and has been using this system and has now gone, I think, 19 or 20 games unbeaten with this Crystal Palace team. I believe we have superior players to Crystal Palace and a manager who is good enough to implement this system. When we watch Liverpool play at the moment, whether it's Ekitike or Isak, they are isolated. Why? Because our wingers are too wide. Currently, when we played Crystal Palace, anytime Mateta either won the ball or lost the ball, it would fall to one of their players. That wasn't coincident. It's because Sarr and whoever else was playing up alongside Sarr was getting to the next ball. If we implement this system with the current players we have, I think it will be more beneficial than what we're trying to do at the moment. If we had 2 wingers, let's say Chiesa plays from now on and Chiesa gets back to his form and Salah gets back to form, I don't care about playing 3 at the back. Let's run 4-2-3-1. But as of right now, we have wingers who cannot beat their fullback. We have wingers who are not willing to run in behind Florian Wirtz. Therefore, his creativity becomes null and void almost. We need to find a way of fitting these players into the team and getting the best out of Wirtz, Salah, and Isak from an attacking standpoint.
You don't
That's
get the
my
best
suggestion.
out of Salah, narrow them. In my
Say that again, sorry?
I don't think the best out of Salah in a narrow position at this point in his career.
We're not getting the best out of Salah by playing Salah wide and Bradley inverting at the moment.
He did a good job of explaining it, to be fair.
That was literally what we done last season.
You really want to go there?
So hold on. Hold on. One
saying horrible ideas.
Hold on. What did we do last season, Tom?
Salah hugged the width on the right, started very wide, stayed very wide until he got the ball. You'd have the underlapping run from someone. He gets to come inside.
The underlapping run from who?
When Bradley played, it was Bradley.
How many times did Bradley play in the league last season, Tom?
I'll tell you exactly how many now, mate. Exactly how many.
I mean, I know you want to forget about the other right back we had in the past, but surely we're not just going to erase the games he played, surely.
Conor Bradley made...
He had 19 appearances in the league last season.
Oh, so over half, so half the games, perfect.
No. He appeared in over half the games, or half the games exactly. How many minutes did that break down to, Tom, since you've got the stats in front of you?
How many did you start, Tom?
What, in just the Premier League?
Yes, Tom, just the Premier League, as I asked.
750 minutes.
750 minutes. Oh, that's high, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it almost suggests another right back played that season alongside Salah for the majority in the league, yeah? Was that fullback Trent? And was he underlapping Salah or was he? No, he
Just for
wasn't,
the
was he?
references, 7 starts subbed on in 12.
Dark. Dark.
Are you suggesting that Trent last year was overlapping?
I'm suggesting Trent wasn't doing that. No, and I'm suggesting Salah wasn't as wide as you say he was either, because he didn't have to be, because we had Trent who could deliver a ball down the line to him, or we could have Trent who could play a diagonal so Salah could run in while Cody Gakpo crossed the ball in.
So you're telling me Salah wasn't
Salah
wide last
wasn't.
year?
Was Salah used in build-up play as much as he's used now? Was Salah having to touch hug the touchline?
We have build-up play right now.
Did I say we have good build-up play, or did I say was Salah used more in build-up play now or last season? Yes or no?
Probably last year, in all honesty.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Oh, come on, man. There's a difference between build-up play and making decisive moves at the end.
No, because that's not what I'm on about. Last year there was plenty of times where when we go down the right side, I'd pick it up near the halfway line, and then he'd have Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and Trent all around him, and he'd do little interplay with all of them. He doesn't do that now.
Okay, Tom.
Callum, who's your two midfielders?
Graven Sabo.
Graven Sabo.
Yeah.
So absolutely zero progressive passing in that midfield.
Yeah, but he's saying you do it off the wing back. So, to be fair, I kind of hear the
Yeah,
idea.
I
think Amarim's given
progressive
back
passing from the
solid
wing
that
backs. Cal, are you telling me the wing backs are going to do all the creativity then?
No, you instead of having progressive passing where you just rely on McAllister to punch the ball through the lines, what you do, Tom, is create triangles on the pitch. You play 1-2s, you play quick football. So the 2 times we've scored goals this season through quick football, if I'm not mistaken, was against Newcastle away when we got the 3rd goal. You know, punching it into feet quickly, getting it around the corner. And if I'm not mistaken, the other one was Atletico Madrid for Salah's goal, and Everton as well, and Everton with Salah and Ekitike's, with Gravenberch and Ekitike's goal. So you don't have to have a Xabi
I think by
Alonso
definition, when we lack balance, the mistake to do is remove a midfielder.
But we're adding stability with a defender.
No, you're not, because your stability on the wing, I think, exists to a level anyway. We've been cut down through the middle most of the part anyway. Every time we've been cut through the middle. It hasn't been like on the wing, other than Palace, but that's because of the box midfield.
You say I'm taking away a midfielder. I'm playing with box midfield.
The formation that you're doing doesn't work, because now
it doesn't work because you're not open-minded to it.
No, I am open-minded to it.
All right,
I said we have to change the style and the structure, but this is way too much of a change for me.
Why is it too much of a change? Frimpong's played in the back in this system. Virgil's played in this system. Gravenberch
doesn't work with Mo. Doesn't work with Mo.
Why doesn't it work with Mo?
I don't think Mo can be a right attacking midfielder. Basically,
why not?
I don't think he can be.
But why?
I think Mo needs to be. I think Mo needs to be used
to be against a fullback, not a centre back or
not
DM.
A centre back.
Why does he need? Hold on. So we're sitting there acting like Mo's just going to sit up top next to Isak. He's not going to. He's just regimented.
You're asking him to play as a 10. That involves staying in the centre of the pitch.
In the middle of, hold on. Wirtz is a 10. Where does Wirtz drift out to?
What? Where I don't want him to go out to the left.
Where did Coutinho drift out to?
Fuck me. We're going back to a football that was played near 10 years ago.
No. Hold on. Name me a 10 that just stays in the middle of the pitch. Go on. Name me any 10 that just stays in the middle of the pitch.
What, right now?
Go on.
What
none?
Are there?
Musiala plays in the 10. He drifts out to the left. 10s roam the pitch to find space. Odegaard drift out to the right.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We're acting like because you see players play in a certain position, they can't.
You've seen Palmer going left,
but we're hitting the problem now, Cal, because you're wanting Sal's to drift to the right, but then Frimpong's down the right anyway, and he's got to stay wide because we're playing a back 3, and he's the only one providing width. So if I've got both of them going out wide, then what? You know what's funny, Cal? You know what's funny? In possession, I don't even think it's the worst idea, but I don't agree with starting 5 defenders.
Out of possession is the problem.
You don't agree with what the defense? Sorry,
I don't agree with starting 5. I don't think we should be defending in a back 5. I don't mind the idea of having the back 3 when we have the ball. But it shouldn't be a case of we start 5 defenders. It should be a case of one of your DMs needs
right
to
now,
drop
Tom,
in.
we're defending with 4 and we're leaking goals.
It'll allow you to transition as well.
Like,
so
if
push
I'll be
the ball
real,
back
if I've got
forward,
a
and
leak in my roof, bro, I'm gonna add something to my roof to stop the leak.
Well, we can get into it proper tomorrow. But my point is, our problems are coming from the fact that our wing backs aren't comfortable on the ball in the first phase. But we insist on.
So we remove them from the first phase, Tom.
Yes, but I don't remove them from the first phase and then add a third central defender for both in and out of possession. What I do in the first phase is move them out of the first phase into the second phase, a bit higher and wider, or maybe the left back's higher and wider, the right back's a little bit more tucked in. And
So
then
you're swapping the sides from where it's tucked in at the moment. Pause. You're swapping the side from where it's tucked in at the moment.
No, because the only guy who doesn't is Frimpong. When Bradley's attacking, he runs inside. When Soboslai's attacking, he runs inside.
I don't want my fullbacks tucked. This
Is that Troops talking about infighting? Are you sure you're the right messenger for that message?
This is what I'm saying. I don't. Why do we have to
right
have?
to the raid too,
We've got Frimpong and Kirkes, who are two of the most.
I don't want to play Frimpong. I don't want to play Frimpong. Not at the minute. I don't want to play him.
So you want to play Bradley at the moment?
I'll play Bradley or Soboslai ahead of him. I prefer the two of them.
Are we still doing this?
Yeah, we can still do it because at the minute, I need someone else in the midfield instead of him because of our progressive problems. Soboslai's not a progressive passer. It doesn't fix the problem I've got there. The problem I've got there is I don't have a midfielder who can progressively pass. So what I do is I grab one of them, whether it's McAllister or Jones, when we're trying to build up from the back.
Jones isn't a progressive passer.
Jones is a progressive passer. He's not as good, but he's a progressive passer. And the stats will back that up.
Oh, I don't care about stats. We're not going to do
you don't care. You don't care about actual factual evidence.
No, because we could.
Big up, Trent. By the way, one of your moderators blocked me on your channel. Little fraud moderator. Whichever fraud moderator blocked me on your channel need to be unmodded. You get me? Fraud, whoever blocked me.
Yo, Sam,
we can look. I'll tell you why I don't care for the stats, Tom.
You can't get out of the jail, bro.
Because how did Konate play against Galatasaray in your opinion? And Crystal
You're
Palace?
the same guy that's drinking and smoking spliff because of your shit football.
But
be careful you don't fall asleep on stream again.
All this stuff.
Because I'm not sitting there looking at aerial duels when I'm on a progressive passer.
Hassam is
I am wanting a midfielder.
You know, Callum, all we need to change is not the formation, it's the structure. Something has to give, okay? Now, here's the thing. All I will do is return Gravenberg to his original position, which is the DM, which is just be in between those two center backs to give us that extra stability. One of McAllister / Curtis Jones needs to play next to him because we need a progressive passer. And I need to see what I saw against Atletico Madrid, which we have all agreed, by the way. 99% of the fan base have agreed our best performance this season has been Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
okay? Wirtz and Isak starting with each other and with width there. Salah width and Gakpo width. And then we're cooking. And that's it. You get me? So that's my point.
All right, so
you're looking at it from you're doing an existential conversation where you want to change so much. It's two losses.
Not changing that much.
It's two losses. You need to relax.
All right, so let me ask you a question. The ball goes out to Gakpo. What happens?
The ball goes out to Gakpo. I don't want Gakpo to start. That I think is a personnel problem now.
Okay, but you just said Gakpo on the left and Salah on the right. So
I meant me personally, I'd go Chiesa, but I know Slot starting Gakpo anyway.
Okay, the ball goes out to Salah. What happens?
What happens? We create offensive triangles, how we did even last season, where Wirtz will come closer to him, Isak will come closer to him, Frimpong's on the overlap, boom, chance.
That's my point. Everyone's running towards Salah. Why are we running towards Salah? Why are we creating triangles when we can get Salah close to goal, where he's more disruptive for the opposition? If Salah's picking up that half space between the fullback and the centre-back, that's where he's most devastating. This whole keep Salah wide and get chalk on his boots, he's never been the most effective at that. So game close.
He played wide last season.
He played wide sometimes, but how many of his goals came from him getting the ball wide and driving into the box? Or no, it didn't. It came from him picking up the ball in the half spaces, getting into the box, playing 1-2s or receiving something, and then
a lot of the goals was on transition, but we're not solid enough in midfield. And you're taking away a midfielder, which will make us less solid.
I'm not taking away a midfielder. I'm changing the structure of the midfield.
Yes, you're saying now our build-up play is going to be through the wing-backs, but I'd rather the build-up play be through a McAllister or a Curtis Jones.
I never said the build-up play. This is what I'm saying. Everyone keeps on...
You get what I'm saying. Don't argue semantics.
No, but I'm not arguing semantics. I'm not saying the build-up plays through the wing-backs. I'm saying the wing-backs will facilitate the build-up play because they will make the pitch wider And they
It
will
doesn't
also
say
try
the
to
build-up
sort
plays
out.
through the wing backs. They will facilitate the wing play. Okay, I will correct my sentence.
No,
They
no,
will
because no, Sam,
facilitate the wing play.
you're missing the point. If your fullbacks are staying wide and they're driving back up, if they're driving their competitor up the pitch, so they're either pushing the fullback back or they're pushing the winger back, it gives the defense in the midfield more time on the ball because you can't then press us with as many players. Because if you press us with too many players, Frimpong and Kirk is going to run past your players. Then Virgil can play diagonals to these players, and you're taking out players out of the pitch.
Actually,
I'm saying I'd rather that action go through the midfield like a McAllister on form or a Curtis Jones than go through my wing backs.
But why
I don't want that
when they're not in
because
form?
I don't think Frimpong and Kirkes are more capable on the ball than McAllister when he's in form, who I believe is one of the best midfielders on the planet.
But when but again, you're taking what I'm saying and not hearing what I'm saying, bro. You keep on saying I'm never once gonna dispute that Frimpong and Kirkes are better than McAllister on the ball. That's crazy talk.
Yes, I'm saying I want him to go back in form and I want us to have stability in that side. Actually, the answer
we're just gonna keep on playing McAllister until he hits form. Then
we have to because we need him.
No, we don't have to.
I personally would start him. I'd drop Szoboszlai if anything.
So you're gonna. This is crazy. So we're gonna.
Because you're addicted to the level where you're all about physicality and athleticism. I want us to keep the ball, mate. You know who does that? McAllister.
Sorry, I came back to that. Did I just see Kyle enjoys physicality and bulldozers and bumper cars? Sorry, I just come back to that.
Okay, so far this season. So far this season, has McAllister been holding on to the ball?
You see how with me you cannot do yoga instructor. You cannot stretch me, mate. You can't.
Pause.
You're doing bullshit. You're doing bullshit argument stretching for no reason whatsoever.
Pause again.
Who the fuck said McAllister is in good form this season? Who said that?
You just said I'm going to drop McAllister.
I said McAllister has been our worst midfielder this season, but I need to play him into form because he's our best midfielder.
Your words were I'm going to drop Szoboszlai and play McAllister until he plays in and gets into form because I want someone who holds the ball
or at least for this Chelsea game specifically. I don't think it's about physicality and athleticism. It's about keeping the ball better.
So what? Caicedo's just no one then, yeah? We don't have to match physicality for Caicedo.
I think Caicedo is Chelsea's best midfielder to begin with.
You what?
Yeah, I don't think Caicedo's Chelsea's best midfielder. I think Enzo is. Cry more.
Oh, I knew I liked you, Sam. I knew I liked you for some reason.
Enzo is better than Caicedo, and McAllister is better than Gravenberg.
I mean,
yeah. And on that bombshell, guys, I've got to go now.
You agree with that?
On that bombshell, guys, I've got to go now.
No,
thank you for having me, Lewis.
Hold that. Because you said about the
guys.
Like and subscribe. Hold that, Mont. Hold that.
See you guys later. Enjoy fighting. I'm not gonna fight with Callum. I'll fight him tomorrow for 2 hours.
You know, actually, I don't think.
Who brought you here? Who brought you here? Couldn't you just go chill and let Stevie choke you out? Why'd you come here?
No, shout out to Lewis. Lewis actually invited me on earlier, but I had so many other
he was doing so well.
See you guys, man. See you guys. Big up, Lewis. Make sure you guys
big up Sam, man. Let's have you on, man.
Love. Pleasure. I don't think your idea is all that bad. In possession, Callum, I don't think it's that bad. My problem with your formation is out of possession because your two number 10 are not good at pressing. So your fullbacks, so your wing backs are probably gonna be the press triggers. And then if they don't recover the ball, then you can play the ball in space behind them, where your centre backs gonna have to come and defend wide.
The wing backs are gonna have to drop back, but right now,
I'm still strong on Enzo being better than Caicedo. Do you?
Oh, is that why he left after I pulled? He's been saying that shit for months.
I think Enzo is our most important player, even though I think Caicedo as an individual is a better player.
Enzo's your most important player. If he's your most important player, you're not winning anything for years.
Oh, I disagree. I don't think our team is as fluid. I don't think our team is as fluid when Enzo does not play. Caicedo, Palmer can play. We don't look as fluid until Enzo comes onto the pitch.
Oh, I don't know, you know. I've seen us have, like, remember we went to Anfield without Enzo starting. We had Lavia. We had some very good passages of play.
When?
I'm not so sure, man.
Last season.
Do you remember we went Anfield last season? And we had no Enzo starting. It was Lavia Caicedo. That was one of
Our
our best
hardest,
performances of the
one of
year.
our hardest games at Anfield last season.
No, I know, but again, we dominated possession, but we didn't create as much as we did when Enzo's played, even against Liverpool. We don't create as much when Enzo does not play.
When we played, we were on the beach, bro. Respectfully, we were on the beach. So
no, I'm talking even under Poch. Is it under Poch? Yeah, even under Poch. When Enzo played that one game, we just missed
straight up ruining Enzo's entire career that season. No, I'm not here trying to do the whole Enzo's crap thing. I ain't saying that, but in terms of, like, importance, nah. Like, to me, it's
there is a reason. There is a reason he's played every game. Even Lincoln City, he's played. That's how high Maresca, how important Maresca think he is.
Lavia's been injury prone,
and that Caicedo's been playing with kneecap issues. That's why, like, you ain't gonna dash him again into Lincoln for that. And the reason why he's playing him, in spite of all of that, is because he's more important.
Hey, the only thing I know, they're both on my team, so I'm happy either way.
Yeah. Look, this ain't me trying to one to praise the other, innit? If we just talk about levels,
they're both on my team. But I think Caicedo is the better player. Again, in my opinion, the best DM in world football currently. Until Rodri again, Foreman, we'll see. But as far as because our strength is not our defense. Our strength is our attack, and the one that makes our attack be more fluid and more dangerous is Enzo Fernandez.
I know.
That's why I
hear it to some points, but I think it's also Caicedo wins it more in the application, because the application is just a lot more consistent from his side. Enzo started the season poorly. I think that's just Enzo in general, and he'll turn his form around in a month or two. I think he's just one of them players, but yeah, I just disagree on the importance thing. Shout out to Toronto Redstow. He says, great show, guys. Real football talk. More of this has genuinely been a really enjoy. I didn't expect it to turn into a mad Liverpool beef.
Yeah. Lewis, I've actually got to shoot as well. So sorry.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you for jumping
Lewis.
on anyway.
Lovely meeting you as well.
Yeah, love.
Dr. Coppish links in the title. You already know, man. Links to everybody's in the title, and Robert's.
Lewis, I'm gonna be down there on Saturday, so I might link up with you on Saturday as well.
Hey, I might be there. So if I am, I'll give you a message. We'll link up after the match.
All right, then. Nice one.
Bless up, man. Big up Abood. He says, doesn't pass the opposition as much as he used to when we were talking about Sanchez. You see, this is the thing, is baby steps with this brother, isn't it? Shout out Richie Charles for donation. He said Alisson will be out till November. It's a bit rough for them, but they do have Marmadashvili, which is a great number 2 option for them. And Judo Gnome says, happy 40th birthday to Callum. I'll give him your wishes if I see him on the weekend. Prime, we are literally about to wrap up, but what are you saying, my guy? What are you saying, bro?
I was listening to you guys, the stream. Big up everyone. What Callum is saying about Liverpool playing a back 3 is not wrong, because I thought you guys were going to do that when you signed Kirkes and Frimpong, because why would you buy attacking outlets like them as fullbacks and then also want to go and get Guehi, who is best in a back 3, and then not really want to switch to a back 3? I don't know. I thought you guys were going to actually end up doing that. So fair enough. Also, this whole like Sanchez thing from Robert, needs to. I'll be so wrong. Needs to end.
What do you
any
mean?
Chelsea any Chelsea fan that still defends Sanchez, you don't want what's best for our football club. I'll be real.
Well, as long as he's a Chelsea player, I'll defend him. Once he leaves,
who cares if he's a Chelsea player? Why do you have to defend him? He's not good.
I do.
He's not good.
Okay, we're not wrapping up after all. Sorry.
He's not good. Wait, did you defend Poch?
Who? Poch? No.
Yeah. Why?
No.
He's a Chelsea manager. He was a Chelsea manager. Why not defend Poch?
Managers for me, they're different.
The greatest evil.
Why is it different? Why is it different? Why is it different?
Because I believe a player needs fan support, but the manager does not.
But doesn't the manager need support as well?
Not as much as the player does.
Why?
Because you're manager.
And you're a player. You're a player.
Yeah, a player needs to feed off the fans. There's a reason why when the atmosphere is better in the ground, players play better, because players feed off of fans' support. The manager
doesn't feed off support.
No, the manager does most of his work before the game.
Okay.
Where the fans are not around.
So every player that plays for Chelsea, you back and defend every player.
Every player that plays for Chelsea, I back him. When they leave, bye-bye. I was the biggest Jackson fan. When Jackson leave, yeah, see you later, man. Decisive player for Chelsea. I defended Decisive. Decisive is gonna leave. Peace and love.
What are your thoughts on Chalobah?
Well, yeah, good squad player. Not good enough to be a starter, but it's a good squad player for Chelsea.
He's not even a good squad player. Okay, you're like Lewis then. What are your thoughts on Gallagher?
Gallagher?
Yeah.
When
he was at Chelsea.
Wish him the best at Atletico. He's not a Chelsea player, so
you're one of these Chelsea players that defend the mid at our club. Okay, fair enough.
I do what?
You're one of the Chelsea fans who defend mid when they're at our club.
I don't defend mid. You know, when Hazard was here, I defended that. I was a Hazard fan. When Drogba was here, I was a Drogba fan. Like,
don't respond to. I said mid. Don't respond by saying Hazard and don't you dare do that.
No, I said I don't defend mid. I defend everybody that wears the colors.
And then you mentioned Hazard and Drogba. Don't you dare.
I back everybody that wears the colors.
Also, Robert, I follow you on socials. I follow you on Twitter, and I watch you on shows like Blue Diaries. You don't rate Colwell. You hate Colwell. So you don't defend every Chelsea player. You're lying.
Again, I will defend him. I don't need to rate him higher than I suppose. I like Chalobah. I like Colwell as a Chelsea player, as a squad option. I don't think it's good enough.
But you back players that play for Chelsea. You just said they need our support. Yes. But you slandered Colwell. You slander Colwell.
No, I just said he's not as good as everybody makes him out to be. Just like Trev, he's not as good as what everybody's making him to be.
And Sanchez is not as good as what you Chelsea fans make him out to be.
No, that's fine. Everybody can have their opinion on the player, that where they rate them or where they don't rate them. But my point is,
what he's asking is what you see in Sanchez that you didn't see in Colwell back then. I think that's a better question to ask.
No, not even that, because I slandered Colwell. But I'm the sort of person I will give smoke to anyone, so I don't care. But you said that it's different from a player to a manager because the players need our support, and you don't. You don't get onto any Chelsea player. You're lying. You can't say you don't get onto any Chelsea player, but you go onto Colwell.
When I go to the game, I will sing. He's one of our own. Liverpool is one of our own. Even though I'm
not talking about at the game. I'm just talking about in general, because you can't say you defend and you'll back Chelsea players, but
you're confusing backing a player and rating a player.
No, I'm not.
I don't rate Disasi. I don't rate Disasi. But there's things that Disasi does that I appreciate.
No, but I didn't confuse what you said. I didn't confuse at all what you said, because I didn't confuse what you said. If you're saying that you're gonna protect players and not get onto them because they need our support, but you actively go on to you did say that. I heard you.
No, I say as long as players are here, I will support them. I will back them.
But you don't support Colwell. You don't support Colwell.
I don't rate Colwell. I support Colwell. I don't rate him as highly. There's a difference.
But you should still support Colwell, though, no?
I do support Colwell. I don't rate him. I don't. Yes, rating and supporting is different. Isn't it?
But why can't you do the same? No, that's fair. So why can't you do the same with managers then?
Again, manager is different. Manager does not need the support to be good.
Why? Do you not think a manager needs a positive? You don't think managers need good atmosphere from our fans? No. Why do you not think it's the same?
Manage well? No, because the manager does most of his work before the game, before they get to the stadium.
But if the players feed off of the fans, surely the manager needs the fans to be good for the players to feed off of and perform well. No.
No, again, the manager does most of his work, the team selection, the tactics, all of that, before he even gets to the stadium, right?
Okay.
Can you sing the manager's name in the stadium? Yes. Does that change the tactics when you sing his name? No. What the manager set up, he set up before he even got to the stadium. The starting lineup before they got to the stadium. Now, does the manager feel good when you sing his name? Absolutely.
Do you think
Sanchez, you're more supportive to try and get a bit more out of the player? That's what you're saying.
No, I just think it's weird supporting mid players. Do you think Sanchez is better than Donnarumma? That's a question for you as well, Mons, by the way. Big up, Mons.
What?
Do you think Mons? Do you think Sanchez is better than Donnarumma?
Don't insult my intelligence. No, don't insult my intelligence.
My intelligence gets insulted every day. So answer the question.
No, Donnarumma is light years ahead of Sanchez.
Mons, do you think Sanchez is top 5 shot stopper in this league?
No.
Do you think Sanchez is? Do you think Sanchez is just about top 10 shot stoppers in the world?
What? Why are we having in the? What do you mean in the world?
Shot stopper.
My fan base says these things. My fan base.
He's not top 15. He's not top 20 shot stoppers in the world.
Do you think Sanchez is better than Raya? You're laughing. You're laughing. I'm serious. Do you think he's better than Raya?
Why you it's better than who?
Right, David Raya that plays for Arsenal, who just won the Golden Glove.
No way.
Do you think he's better than Vicario?
No.
Interesting. Cool.
He's not better than Verbruggen. He's not better than Verbruggen.
Do you think Sanchez is better than Kelleher?
No, he's not. He's not better than Kelleher. Sanchez is a little bit better than Kepa.
Do you think it's better than
Kepa had a better season than Sanchez did last season. Kepa had a better season for Bournemouth than Sanchez had the season for Chelsea last year. Months,
I agree, but my fan base will disagree. My fan base will twerk for a guy that was third choice at Brighton. By the way.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't. That's why I didn't want him. But people like you and Lewis, you're also part of this as well. You accepted Sanchez coming to my football club. You are part of this.
To be honest, Lewis does not like Sanchez.
Yes,
me? How am I getting involved in this?
When we signed him, you accepted it. You did.
I was just like, I'll see what he's like, innit? I found out real quick he's shit.
If you're third choice at Brighton, I don't need to see what you're like. I don't care.
But
that's fair enough, man. But I didn't start drinking coke after a few months. I just said he's
was he third choice on ability, or was he third choice because he fell out with the manager?
He was third choice on the is he third choice on ability? What ability have you seen?
No, was he dropped as third choice? Was he not because he fell out with the manager?
I think he did fall out with the ability. Whatever it's worth.
No, it wasn't. It was I was on ability.
No, he fell out with Deserby.
No, it was ability.
That is true though. He did fall out with the manager.
But it's ability. If you're good though, the manager.
You know what's got job. You know what's got job by Deserby because they fell out with him. Was Trossard. Was he not one of Brighton's best players?
And what's Trossard doing right now at Arsenal?
That is not the point. My point is, were you gonna call him a bad player because Deserby relegated?
No, both are correct. You're both correct. There was a fallout, but it was also because he got dropped because he was being shit and still was.
Thank you. So the manager saw that he was being shit, and then they fell out. Cool. Yeah. Because if he was good, do you think they would have fallen out?
Literally, Trossard was the best player, and he still fell out.
These are the arguments you guys had in your echo chambers. This is mad, you know. These are the arguments you guys have in your echo chambers.
Months. No. I'm crazy because I don't think he's top 5. I'm crazy.
Wow.
Hold on, Months. Last summer, Chelsea fans told me that Chalobah's world class. Thiago Silva loves him. Cokehead Tuchel wanted him at Bayern. They told me he starts for every top 6 side. Would you take Chalobah at Liverpool right now? Because you need a centre back.
Who told you that?
You called him
as a squad player, yeah. Like he'd be like fifth.
Would he start though? Because they're telling me he's world class.
Again, you're insulting me again. Now I feel
no, I'm not insulting your intelligence. They insulted my intelligence.
Not even my intelligence. Not even my intelligence. You're just insulting me. Everything you're just insulting me.
Don't laugh, because I'm actually asking a serious question. So answer it.
You can't be serious in these questions.
No, because they told me he starts for every top 6 side, and they told me this seriously. So now I'm asking top 6 fans.
This must be in echo chambers. I've not seen Chelsea fans say this,
bro. I remember in 21-22 season, halfway through the season, there were Chelsea fans on this platform. Because I remember halfway through, Lewis did because you know how Lewis, you do the mid-season review and stuff, and we'll clear listing the players and stuff. There are Chelsea fans trying to say Chalobah was our player of the season halfway through, and Lewis, you 21-22, and you know what I'm like, Lewis. I don't speak without receipts. I've got receipts on my phone. I don't just speak randomly. I've got evidence of everything I'm saying.
Look, 21-22 Chalobah, I'll be so real. He played well, but player of the season?
He played well because he played in a world-class defense with Thiago Silva, Christensen,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, Prime. I'm just saying that was the reason behind that narrative. But even then, player of the season, no. No, I'm saying that's why people are saying he was playing well, and he was playing well, but no player of the season talk should ever have been uttered.
But you guys just accept these things when they're said. And then when I bring it up later, people act as if I'm crazy.
Lewis, you actually asked me if Sanchez was top 5. Why did you ask me that? Why did you feel
like what? Me?
Why did you feel okay to ask me that?
Me?
Yeah.
You know why I asked you? Because apparently, according to the stats, he's a top 5 shot stopper in this league. According to the stats, he is better than Donnarumma.
On simply shot stopping alone, I think is one of the best in the league.
Okay.
On shot stopping alone.
No, but Prime, do you know why that stat was in place? That stat was in place because we improved a lot defensively and we're minimizing shots on goal.
Lewis, I used to play.
All right, I'll say this on us. I'm going to name you some keepers.
I know how this. Hold on, man. Lewis, I used to play in goal. I know how the stats are broken down for goalkeepers. That's why I know it's ridiculous. And that's why I know it's ridiculous because he's not shot top 5 anyway.
I'm gonna name some keepers, and I just want you to tell me whether you think he's a better shot stopper than said goalkeeper. Yeah, is that cool? Is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go with the obvious, obviously. Alisson. Is he a better shot stopper than Alisson? No. Is he a better shot stopper than David Raya?
If he's a better shot stopper than
okay, so you think he's a better shot stopper than David Raya? Do you think he's a better shot stopper than Dean Henderson?
Yes.
Do you think he's a better shot stopper than Nick Pope?
Yes.
Is he a better shot stopper than Donnarumma?
On par.
Okay. Is he a better shot stopper than Kelleher?
Yes.
Is he a better shot stopper than Emi Martinez?
Yes.
Is he a better shot stopper than Vicario?
Yes.
Is he a better shot stopper than Jordan Pickford? I'm going through the numbers.
Yeah. Yep.
Is he a better shot stopper than City's second choice? What's his name? New boy. You guys know his name.
James Trafford.
James Trafford.
Yes.
Is he a better shot stopper than Kepa?
Oh, yes.
Is he a better stopper than Sells?
Yes.
Is he better than Petrovic?
Oh, yes. Clear.
Boy.
Is he better than Manuel Neuer?
I was just keeping it Premier League because he did say Premier League. He said Premier League and he didn't say world. He said Premier League. So I kept it Premier League.
The only one that I can see you and say is definitively better than him is Alisson.
So you think he's the second best shot? So you think he's the second or third best shot stopper in the league? Because you said on par with Donnarumma, not better than Alisson.
Shot stopping alone. Yes.
I don't think he's a better shot stopper than Vicario. I think Vicario is not good at marshalling his box, but Vicario is like.
Why is he, Robert? There. Why is he on par with Donnarumma but not better than Alisson?
Because Donnarumma has a known weakness. I don't think Sanchez is a weakness in shot stopping.
What?
Donnarumma has a known weakness. Play low, and in the corner.
No. You said Sanchez does not have a known weakness.
In shot stopping.
He said a low weakness. He said a low weakness.
In shot stopping.
He's saying Sanchez has no direct weakness in terms of shot stopping.
Donnarumma does. Donnarumma is that if you hit it low and in the corner, he's not getting to because he's slow to get down. That's why Goalkeeper got him in the Club World Cup. You don't even need to hit it hard. Just in the corner and low, and that's his weakness. He's not gonna get to it.
Damn. These are the arguments you guys be having. Then I might need to tune into the Chelsea echo chambers more often. It's kind of entertaining.
You see what winning this Club World Cup has done. You see the damage this Club World Cup has done. All of a sudden now, we have a. So wait, do you think Sanchez is world class?
No. Again,
How?
I said specifically at shot stopping.
Do you think he's
Shot
a world-class
stopping
shot
alone.
stopper? Do you think he's
Yes.
a world-class shot stopper?
Yes.
Really?
At shot stopping alone, yes. He's
Okay,
one of
okay.
the
In the world, where does he rank in the world? Like Courtois, Neuer,
Alisson,
Oblak.
Neuer.
Where does he lie in the world?
Those are the four that I can categorically say are better than him at shot stopping.
So he's like
Categorically.
fifth.
Anybody else, for me, it's either an argument or he's better than.
So he's fifth in the world, arguably. Then.
Arguably, yes. At shot stopping, don't say me he's the best goalkeeper. At shot stopping alone, the ability to save shots, yes.
Okay. Certified. That's a brilliant question. Why does he not play for his national team?
Why does he not play for his national team?
Yeah, that's
Spain.
The same reason Raya does not play for them. The coach has a preference in what's his name? Unai Simons?
Yes.
Is Raya better than Unai Simons?
Is Sanchez better than Unai Simons?
Never seen enough of Unai Simons, so I ain't gonna speak.
No, I'm asking Robert.
At shot stopping or as a goalkeeper?
Well, we're talking about shot stopping.
He's not better than Unai Simons on the ball. Unai Simons is clearer than him on the ball.
Well, we're talking about shot stopping because if we talk about Sanchez's other attributes, it's laughable. So let's just talk about shot stopping.
Shot stopping, yes, Sanchez is better
than Unai Simons. Okay.
Yes, and you can argue Raya is better than Unai Simons in shot stopping, but the manager prefers Unai Simons because he's better on the ball.
Is Sanchez good enough for us to win a major trophy?
I think we can win a Champions League with Sanchez, not the league.
Okay. I don't know. Do you live in you live in London, right? You go to Chelsea games.
Daniel, I sent you the link.
No, I live in the US, but I do go to Chelsea games. I do travel to Chelsea games every season, except the Poch season. I wasn't.
Lewis, links in your WhatsApp, by the way. Lewis, links in your WhatsApp, by the way.
Lovely, bro. I pinned it in the chat as well, so aware of it. Yes, Daniel, what are you saying, bro?
No, I just heard some diabolical. This guy is a spinner. You are a spinner dribbler. So first, when you were arguing, when you were arguing with Prime, you said there's a difference between rating a player and just backing the player because he plays for your team, right? You were trying to suggest because he was trying to press you on Sanchez. From everything you said right now, you're not just backing Sanchez. You rate Sanchez. This isn't you backing him like I'm just backing him because he's playing at Chelsea. Once he leaves, I don't rate him. You actually rate the player. So don't use the excuse of cool, but don't use the excuse of I'm just backing him because he plays at Chelsea. No. You actually rate the talent of this guy.
Daniel, that's not what I pressed him on. I pressed because he was talking about how if you play for Chelsea, then I'll back you. But yet he's been slandering Colwell. So you can't say you.
No, I heard that part. But he was suggesting because when you came on and you pressed him about Sanchez, you suggested you play at Chelsea, I'm going to back you. I'm going to back the Chelsea players. Like he doesn't rate them. You actually rate the guy. It's the same thing for you. Back him, rate him is the same for you.
I don't rate Disasi.
You don't rate Sanchez?
No, I rate Sanchez as a shot stopper. Yes.
Let's establish. Making a distinction.
I read Colwell as a passing center back.
I'll be honest, I don't buy any of that because I feel like people say this the distinctions because it doesn't really matter. It's a distinction without an actual difference, right? If you're the best shot stopper, which is the number one thing as a goalkeeper, if you're top 5 in the world, right? Even if you're bottom 20 or whatever in some other things, you're a top keeper if you're top 5 at shot stopping. There's very few keepers who are top 5 in shot stopping and not top keepers in the world. There's not a single player that you would name that's a top 5 in shot stopper that you wouldn't say, oh, this is a top 5 keeper. You mentioned you said Courtois, you said Noah, you said Alisson, you said all these guys who are top 5 keepers in the world.
You want to know an example of
so that's a distinction to me without a difference.
Jan Oblak cannot do what Alisson does with his feet, but yet you included him in your conversation about the world class goalkeepers, right? Or at least
Yes. No. I said shot stopping, brother. Shot stopping.
But Oblak is a world class goalkeeper. So is Courtois. Courtois is not like Alisson with his feet.
Yes, if you are an elite shot stopper, and you don't have the Bozo genes, you probably
If you're top five, if you're a top 5 shot stopper, you're a world class. I'm sorry.
No, you can be like the only thing for me that prevents Sanchez from being world class is his Bozo gene.
That's the only thing, right?
Very big problem.
He's great with everything else.
It's a very big problem, but that's the only thing. If Sanchez,
that's not the only thing. And I'll be honest, this distinction you mentioned, the distinction you mentioned about Donnarumma, you said he has a big weakness, low balls, stricken low balls, right? And you mentioned the Palmer, the 2 goals Palmer scored against him against PSG. Palmer scoring those goals against Sanchez every day of the week. You said it as if Sanchez will save those. He's not. He's never saving that.
Where have you seen it? Show me. Where have you seen it?
When have I seen it? What goal did that kid, right, with his center back with Tosin in front of him? What goal did he score against him?
I'll be on in a few minutes. Bless.
Yeah, big up, guys.
What goal did he score against him? Yo, big up. What goals did he score against him though? Wasn't that a low shot that he couldn't save? Was it a different shot?
Which kid?
The kid from Fulham.
Oh, Josh King.
Yeah.
I thought that was a low shot actually.
It was a low shot between what's his name's leg. Is that a weakness or is that how many goals have we conceded?
Oh, jeez. Okay. So you are trying to compare the goal that Josh King scored to the goal that Cole Palmer scored against Donnarumma, where the goal that he scored against Donnarumma, it's not like there was a defender. It just fakes.
You know what? Because a world-class player faked him before he took the shot. So you're telling me once once Palmer fakes the player and is about to shoot against Sanchez is going to save that. That's delusional. We've never seen Sanchez do anything like that.
So
that went into his near post. It wasn't even like the Palmer one.
Why are you making the case that that Sanchez won't save that?
When have you ever seen him save? Give me a goal that's similar that he's ever saved.
Oh my God! Oh,
he's never saved that though.
No, he has. I'm thinking about.
He doesn't save.
I'm thinking about one he saved recently. Was it against? Is it against Brentford? I'm thinking of one he said recently. I will go back and I will find the game where he saved a shot that was that low. That was that low, right? And shot at him and he saved it. I will get back to you.
No, he's never done that. I'm sorry.
All right. If you think he's never done it, then fair.
I mean,
you said the goal. You said saving a shot like Palmer did, faking the defender. Now he's 1v1. Sanchez saves it. No, let's stop it.
But Donnarumma also saved that or conceded that goal against a world-class player.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Palmer's a world-class technician. So you know what? If a world-class goalkeeper concedes that against a world-class technician, I'm not going to get onto him. I don't care. That's fine. Like, it is what it is. That happens. But Sanchez, you're conceding goals to everybody.
My only issue was kind of the suggestion that, this is Donnarumma's main weakness, like Sanchez would ever save that.
I'm just saying, for me, I'll trust Sanchez more to save it than Donnarumma.
By what evidence, though?
For anyone in the chat that's throwing personal digs, go jump in the coffin, man. No one cares.
I just think Sanchez is a better shot.
Listen, I think you made a distinction without a difference when you said
you keep making a distinction without a difference.
Yes, because you just keep saying, it's a shot stopper. I rate him as a shot stopper. There's no difference in what you're saying. If he's top 5 in shot stopping, he's top 5 in the world.
Robert, you said his Bozo gene stops him from being world class. So would you say Sanchez is a top class goalkeeper?
No. Again, Bozo gene with a big factor.
No, but hold on. So if you're top 5, as a goalkeeper, he's not world class. He's not top class. Where does he lie? Where is he? Where would you rank him as a goalkeeper?
He's a very good goalkeeper.
That makes no sense.
He's a very good goalkeeper.
He's a very good goalkeeper with a world class attribute that most goalkeepers don't have. That would make you have to be world class.
No, that does not mean. But again, do you remember Rudiger? Rudiger had with Bozo Jean as a centre back. The moment he got rid of the Bozo Jean, he became a world class centre back. Yes or no?
Lewis, can you bring up belly color things comment, please?
Yes, he did. But I'm just like Rudiger's level. He still showed more consistent levels before that than what I saw from Sanchez. The only bad one was Lampard. Rudiger stunk as shit. I won't forget that.
Rudiger was also
Ferrari and Conte.
Rudiger was also a talent.
Still more consistent than what I saw from Sanchez.
Because people have to forget, before Lampard came to Chelsea, we had the third best defense in the league with David Luiz and Rudiger as our center backs. So, yeah. But that list that Underbelly Collection just brought up,
and people still didn't trust the centre back pairing because Rudiger.
Yeah, we didn't trust. Yeah, we didn't trust our defense because of Fat Frank. But regardless,
Rudiger had the ability, but he the reason he wasn't rated highly is because he had the Bozo gene. The moment he got rid of the Bozo gene, he became a world class centre back.
Okay.
You're just banking on him dropping the Bozo gene at some point.
He's not dropping the Bozo.
Him dropping it. I'm just saying that's what stops him from being a world class goalkeeper.
How old is
Bozo gene was what was stopping Rudiger from becoming a world class centre back.
But I'm just surprised how much you defend him though, because I thought you'd see him as a higher level. Do you think Sanchez is a goalkeeper you can win a league with?
He said we can win a Champions League with. I already asked him this, Lewis.
No.
Hold on.
He said no. He said no.
Do you hold on? Do you this list, by the way, underbelly color thing, from those goalkeepers that are mentioned in this list, the three of them aren't ball playing goalkeepers, and they're still world class. So
they don't have the Bozo gene. They don't have the Bozo.
But Donnarumma is on par with Sanchez.
A short stopping, yes. The reason I don't rate Donnarumma higher than Sanchez because he also got Bozo genes.
But why is Donnarumma
how is he top 5?
It's not top 5 to me. To underbelly, he is, not to me.
Well, who's your top 5?
Yeah, who are the world class goalkeepers?
Neuer, Oblak, and it gets real thin from there.
You have to give me a top 5, man.
But hold on, so for goalkeepers, like your shot stopping ability is a big part of your game, and Sanchez has Sanchez is world class at that, according to you. But yet you don't have Sanchez as a world class goalkeeper or a top class goalkeeper. You think he's just a good goalkeeper?
No, he thinks he's top 5 in the world. Stop it, man. The reason why you think he's top 5 overall because you can't give me a number 5. You can't give me a 5, and you think he's better than Donnarumma. So I don't know. Who wants to be top 5?
Do you think Sanchez can? Because in order for Chelsea to win the Champions League, your goalkeeper needs to be either world class or have a world class tournament. Do you think Sanchez can have a world class tournament to win a Champions League with us?
Just had one at the Club World Cup.
No, but okay. Do you think Sanchez can have a Champions League
final?
Okay.
What?
Do you think?
I think that was a world class final.
I'll give you the final. I'm not giving you the tournament, but whatever. Do you think Sanchez can have a world class tournament for us to win a Champions League?
I have a question. Was there okay?
Hold on, Daniel. I want to answer that.
Is that what's required to win the tournament?
You need a world class goalkeeper, or at least that goalkeeper to have a world class tournament.
Did Donnarumma have a world class Champions League run?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had a world class tournament. Yes, last year. Yes. In the Champions League, he did. Yes, he did.
In the knockout stage, he did, but earlier he didn't. Go watch his.
Okay. Fine. Do you think Sanchez can have a world class knockout stages for us to win the Champions League this season?
Yes.
Why do you trust Sanchez at the Bernabeu?
Yes.
No, fair enough. If that's what you truly believe, fair enough. He's standing on business with it.
He was good at Allianz, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and he actually he won the World Cup. So I hear the cup argument. You gotta give him that.
No, you don't. Well, you don't have to give him that, right? When
look, he's proven he can win a major.
But let me explain. No. He's proven he can win. He's proven he can win.
Donnarumma and outplay Donnarumma. And what's the best goal?
How did he outplay Donnarumma?
He made. Do you remember the save he made from Dembele? Right? To keep it.
No, you're right. Because even I said it. Even I said it. Sanchez in that final, he made 2 world-class saves. That's congrats to him. I don't trust him to do that on a consistent
Donnarumma
basis.
made world-class save. Maybe they don't lose.
Yeah, but Donnarumma has done it consistently to win the Champions League.
He did in a knockout stage. He wasn't consistently because he was poor in the group stage.
Donnarumma did it consistently.
Shut
in
up
the
about
knockout
encouraging the
stages
mediocrity.
to
I'm being
win
objective.
You're not
Like,
being
he
objective.
turned up in the
Lewis, you're just-
final. It's what it is.
Lewis,
As
you're
much as I
just
don't want him
flexing.
here, I can't knock the performances in the final. You
Lewis,
turned up
Lewis,
to that
Lewis,
game.
Lewis, you're just flexing. You're being shameless and flexing.
The final against PSG, he was world class. We went to Bayern Munich, Allianz Arena. He was one of the best players on the pitch. Yesterday against Benfica, he kept a clean sheet.
You see how you just said, so he was world class. He was world class in the final. Was he world class against Bayern Munich?
Yes.
No, he was not.
Okay. Because he didn't save
No. Hold on.
Because he didn't save penalty.
Robert, we weren't good against Bayern in general, but fine.
But Sanchez was our best player.
Hold on.
I won't say the Bayern.
To win, because a lot of people in the chat are having a go at me. No one's actually listening to what I'm saying. So listen, to win the Champions League, because no one can name me a team that's won the Champions League that either has not had a world-class goalkeeper or Stop talking and listen to me. No one can name me a Champions League winning team that has one, either not had a world-class goalkeeper, or 2, has not had a goalkeeper have world-class form to win that Champions League. Mendy, when we won the Champions League, the knockout stages, he was world-class the way he was playing to win that Champions League. He was. Don't do this.
Who's a better goalkeeper, Mendy or Sanchez?
Mendy by far. What kind of question is that?
So again, we can go through all the Champions League winning teams.
Yo, Mendy's playing out the back on the Tuchel for that run was brilliant as well.
We can go through all the Champions League winning teams. If I had a world-class goalkeeper, or at least in that tournament, they performed to a world class level. So again, fine. Donnarumma, do you trust Sanchez? Because do you trust Sanchez to be world class in the knockout stages for us to win the Champions League?
No, he does. He does. We know his answer to it. But my whole thing is like downplaying what we saw Donnarumma doing, the saves that he made against Arsenal, against Aston Villa.
Last 5 minutes, because I got to jump on Big Six.
Yeah. Arsenal, Aston Villa, right? Even Liverpool. We saw the type of saves that he had to make against those guys. The Rice save, what's his name save, the header that he pushed onto the bar. Even Mendy. Even without thinking of the whole Champions League run, I can think of Mendy's save against Benzema. We all remember that moment when Mendy saved. I don't remember one single save.
That save against Benzema, then like a minute or 2 later, we scored against Real Madrid's second leg. If Mendy doesn't make that save,
impossible save.
It's done.
That was an impossible
Sanchez
save.
is never making a save like that.
I ain't seen it.
I'm a guy, by the way, that didn't rate Mendy. Before Tuchel didn't rate Mendy. I got onto Mendy so much.
We're not gonna agree.
We're never going to agree.
He was passing the ball
exactly, and I gave him his after the first leg against Atletico Madrid. I said I'm going to stop getting onto the defense and I'll stop getting onto Mendy, and then we went on to win the Champions League. So I've not given Sanchez that grace. You've not shown me anything to give you that.
Because I said I would, and after match day 1, I was already tired. I was like, fuck this.
Oh, that is a free kick, against Palace. Is that Sanchez's fault?
That wasn't it for me. That was just a shit passing again.
No, I'm talking about Robert. That is a free kick. Is that Sanchez's fault? Whose fault is that? His fault is that for the goal?
What goal? There's
a free kick. There's a free kick. Is that whose fault is that though?
What do I need to tell you whose fault that when the goal never counted?
Okay, fine. Okay. Paqueta's goal against West Ham. Whose fault was that?
Caicedo and Chalobah. We're giving him so much space and not closing him down.
So you're not going to look at
positioning.
My man shot the ball from 35 yards. He went with his wrong hand and he missed.
Lewis, you know what's annoying?
And it's Caicedo's fault.
You know what's annoying, yeah? I remember in 1920 when we had that fat bastard, Frank.
That doesn't make sense.
Everyone blamed
Kepa. You watch your mouth about Frank.
Leave Frank alone, man.
I don't care. He's a fat bastard. Everyone blamed Frank.
You're fatter than him, though.
Yeah, cool, great. I'm not a footballer. Everyone blames.
Neither is he.
Everyone. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Stop. Okay, stop. Everyone blames.
Yeah, I'll let it slide for a little bit. Man.
All right, cool. Sorry. 1920. Remember, everyone blamed Kepa for the long shots we kept conceding.
Yes.
So why is it not Sanchez's fault against Paqueta?
Oh my God.
He likes.
I hear him taking some of that blame, but I also hear Caicedo just like he didn't know.
Do you remember teams were just licking in the second half of that season? Teams just started licking long shots against. I remember we played Palace and they just started shooting from range for no reason. I
just also believe in like percentages of responsibility. There's always going to be like one that's a primary, but there's also secondary ones as well. And like Caicedo could have closed them down a lot fucking quicker. And I think he's the primary one.
Aldo said we're blaming a goalkeeper for a world-class strike. That wasn't a world-class strike.
that was what we'd hear with every Kepa goal. That's the funniest thing.
And you know what's crazy?
I nearly had 6 fans trying to scrap me at the FA Cup final when Tielemans scored that banger because I was blaming him.
You know what's crazy? Because like with Lampard, that season, I kept saying we don't have a defensive structure. We don't have a midfield balance. There's nothing to actually protect us. So every goal that we conceded, I didn't blame Kepa for everything. But now we've got the midfield balance and we've got the defensive structure. So now I have to look at the goalkeeper. What are you doing? Pito said, "Don't fat shame." Hey, fuck Frank. No one cares. Anyways.
Yeah, if you love Sanchez, you love Sanchez. That's your hill to die on. We'll see what happens throughout this whole season. But pretending like, I just don't like the framing of like, oh, I'm just backing him just to back him. But it's cool. You said it now that you rate him. That's fine.
The red card against Man United, whose fault was that?
Trev and Caicedo.
Where did Caicedo get in that one?
Well, Caicedo, he let Mbeumo run goals out of him.
Yeah, facts, man. Caicedo should have. Caicedo should have stepped up.
I hear Trev.
I hear it, man. I hear it, man. Caicedo should have stepped up.
Trev lost the header. Caicedo let Mbeumo run on the inside of on the inside.
How is Caicedo tracking inside forward, running in? How is that his role?
You asking. I'm just telling you what happened.
I hear him, man.
No, you said he let him.
He was there and he let him go.
Nah, you're telling me you're framing him, man. That's not what happened.
Wait, hold on, Robert.
I think he was slow because he didn't know whether Trev was going to win that ball or not.
Well, he was, exactly.
Nah. It's not.
No, because if Trev wins the ball, he wants to be there for the second one, innit?
Exactly.
No,
so I kind of get him. It's more Trev. I hear the argument.
Trevor is shit aerially. Caicedo knows that. You know what Caicedo is waiting for? He's waiting for his goalkeeper to do his fucking job, which is get off his line quick enough and clear the ball.
But the goalkeeper is also just as Caicedo is waiting for
because Sanchez backs up at the same time.
Sanchez is waiting for Trev to win his area duel, and for Caicedo to not let Mbeumo get on.
When does Chalobah win aerial duels?
Brother, he's a centre back. So
to me, it doesn't make a difference. The mistake was made. His mistake was bigger than all of that. So mistakes happen, right? That's gonna happen. That's how chances are created against you. Someone has to make an error somewhere. So us going back to like, oh well, the first error ever from the box was this. So he's at fault for any goal that's scored. No, even if your defense does that, coming out to tackle with your leg, kick that. It made no sense. And Rob, you have to admit that was poor.
By the way,
that was very poor.
He got the ball, by the way. Just
okay, that was poor, right?
No, again, all three of them were poor. All three of them.
I'm asking about Sanchez.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you see how hard it is for you to just admit that he was poor at something?
No, I literally just said the goal is down to the three of them.
Oh man! All right.
Robert, do you rate Caicedo?
Highly. Best DM in world football.
Okay.
Lovely shit.
All right,
you man, though, I gotta wrap this because Big Six fans are waiting on me. But yo, what an unbelievable stream! I swear. Big up all three of you guys for jumping on. Shout out to all the Liverpool guys as well.
I'm sorry.
I'm sending you over to MHF though, so everyone head over to MHF Spam World Champions Raid, and if you want to see me over at Big Six Fans, link is pinned. Big up everyone.
Like
Like,
that rich
subscribe.
beat,
We'll be
but
back
bigger,
tomorrow
bigger.
for another preview. Come on. Big up my G's. Love, love.
Cheers.